Not me. I'm too straight.
Yeah, Nick is just too straight. Nick looks in the mirror at himself naked and goes, "Oh, gay." It's like
Disgusting.
gay.
Actually, other way around. I'm so narcissistic that I can't look away. I'm like beautiful Squidward.
Yeah, beautiful. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit podcast. We're here for part 2 of our top 50 anime of the decade, 2010 to 2019. I'm your favorite host, Tom the Bomb. With me is Danny.
Hey, hey, hey.
And Too Slick Nick.
What up?
Top 50 Nick. And we're just going to jump right in it. We're going to take a break at the middle instead, but we're just going to get right back into the top 25, the second half of our top 50 list, going in the same order. And then we're going to do some honorable mentions. We'll talk about some participation stuff that we asked you guys to do in the participation channel. And we'll get right into it. So, dude, I'm going to start. Are we ready to do this?
Let's
oh, my
start
God.
it. Let's do this.
God damn it. Here we go. Fuck.
Second half.
Second half.
We made it.
My number 25. Sam's number 25. Here we go. Magical Circle Guru.
Oh, baby.
I love this one. Nick said this one earlier on the first part, and it's a remake of a 90s anime.
It's like Dragon Quest, right?
It makes fun of like Dragon Quest, old school like Nintendo JRPGs, Hide Lied, things like that. It basically is that. It's like Konosuba for old school JRPGs, pretty much, and it's really funny. But like Kukuri is like trying to be a witch, and then you have Nike, who's going on the adventure with her.
What year in studio? I don't think we mentioned
this
that.
This is 2017, and what's studio?
Production IG.
Production IG.
Production IG, dude. Yeah, really good. It's really funny. And then if you are into like those old school JRPGs and stuff like that, you'll totally get it. Like even if not, I think it's still really funny on its own. It's a really funny fantasy anime. So for sure, dude. Magical Circle Guru.
It's very fast paced. I think that's what set some people off from this one, but actually it has a pretty high score on Mal.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, it moves at a very almost like twice as fast as the original series, because the original was like a lot more episodes. And
yeah, I think the original, because back in the day, they just had TV series, just go on. I think back in the day it was 45 eps, and I think they were gonna do a sequel to this newer one, but I'm not sure yet. Maybe not, but I liked it a lot when it was airing. And Nick got me to watch it, and I was like, oh, fuck. But yeah, dude, really good. So that's my number 25.
All right. Well, my number 25 is Yaomushi Pedal.
So low, Danny.
I know.
I thought this was your number one.
That is a little, yeah. That's a.
I know it is.
I talk
about this show. I literally talk about this show all the time. I mean, at least it's on my list.
That's true.
Yeah. So
we probably would have looked at you weird if it wasn't.
I see that show and I pedal away.
I pedal away. I mean, yeah. So I mean, it came out in 2013, and it has 4 seasons out. So there's definitely a lot of content for this show. If you want to see cute boys wiggling their butts on bikes, then just watch this show.
0 out of 10. 0 out of 10.
It's like a bike sports show, right?
Yeah.
What
so
years?
It's about cycling. What
years in the studio?
I said 2013, and TMS Entertainment is the studio. So the first season has 38 episodes. So that's definitely a lot for a first season. So
I think a lot of sports shows have like a ton of episodes.
Haikyuu does
just
right
a lot of
now.
sports shows in general, because they got to go through their seasons and stuff.
Yeah.
Haikyuu's first season has 25, but Kuroko's
I'm saying they have a lot. The exact number
25.
doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like, if it's a sports show,
they have
strap
multiple,
in. It's going to be like 50 plus episodes.
They're going to have multiple seasons for it. Yeah. So,
sure.
But yeah, no, this one, oh man, I absolutely
Why is it
loved.
good? Convince me to watch it.
So pretty much you got your main character, Onoda, who's a cheerful otaku, and he just wants to join an anime club and everything like that. So he literally takes his mommy bike and he cycles to Akibahara whenever he gets the chance to. And the high school that he goes to has a really steep hill, and he's on his mommy bike, and he's climbing that hill, and it's very impressive because when you're on a mommy bike, there's no gear shifts or anything like that. So, and
just
there's
pumping those thighs,
literally pumping the thighs and everything like that. So it's
what makes it different from other sports? Like, why is it better than other, just like a run of the mill sports show?
I just feel like that this show, because it's about cycling and not like about basketball, football, volleyball, or anything like that. It's a different type of sport that you don't really see anyone really talking about, and the character design for it is that's kind of what strives it, with each character and how each team struggles and has their own personal. I mean, it's the same premise for every other sports show. Obviously, they're there to like be the best and everything.
How do I hit ball? They hit their balls on the bike seat.
But there is this one scene when they finally have their team and everything, and Onoda, since he is an otaku, he sings this opening theme to a Magical Girl song, and he actually managed to get the most manliest man on their team to sing it with him so that they can meet up with their teammates while they were in their inter-high race.
Yeah, see, that's
and it's
convincing
really funny.
Right there. That's kind of funny. All right. I might think really about funny. Watching it.
Yeah, I watched that scene. It's actually really funny.
It's really funny. And then also, in the movie, they actually managed to get everyone to freaking sing it, and it's hilarious. So, but yeah, it's
right.
awesome.
Yeah, Mushi Pals Dane's number 25. Pretty good. All right. It is weird that it's not a little higher, but I understand. I get you. At least it's in the second half.
Danny has been inhabited by a parasite.
Here's my reason why. Because there isn't a lot. I have to say, Yaomushi Pedal is a very underrated sports show. Because it doesn't have any Nindoroids or anything like that. It doesn't even have a whole lot of merchandise.
I feel like they can make some good Nendoroids out of that. Give them a little bike.
They
side
could,
piece,
yeah.
You know?
Give them a little bike, yeah.
I would love them to make some nice Nendoroids for this show. But I just don't know why there isn't. So that's why
it's 25 because it doesn't have Nendoroids.
It's 25. It doesn't have Nendoroids.
No Nendoroids. You're down to 25.
Yeah, but also like the later, the more newer episodes from I think 2017 and 2018, they got like the team actually kind of got a completely newer team. So the third years kind of graduated and they're not in the picture anymore. So
Gotcha.
It kind of like it's a little but it's still good.
All right.
Okay.
Yamushi Pedal.
Yamushi Pedal for Danny's 25. Nick, 25.
My number 25 is surprising as well. It's March Comes In Like a Lion at number 25. I know this is 2016 to 2018 Studio Shaft. I know a lot of people have this really high on their list, just like a lot of shows on here. Some people had it as their number one. It's a lot of people think it's a masterpiece. I think it's very good too. This one's kind of like Penguin Drum to me, where it's like if I watched it again and I really devoted full attention, I had the right headspace, I'd probably have it higher. But the way that I watched it it wasn't conducive to me like putting it, in my tops. But it's still really good, even with that. It's about a depressed kid who plays shogi, and he's like a high schooler, like a young high schooler, and he's trying to move up in the world of shogi, and he has kind of a splintered family. And then he is eventually taken in by this other family of sisters and a grandfather. who own like a food shop, and like they take care of him and nurture him, and like it gradually brings him out of his shell, and he gets less depressed because that's like kind of the name that March comes in like a lion. The whole idea of that is that it's an old saying that in March it's winter, but at the end it's cleared up, and that's kind of what the series is. It starts in the winter, and then he gradually gets better, and like so do other people in the series. So it's a very it's pretty emotional. It's a main theme is like depression, but yeah, Studio Shaft really helps too.
I have yet to watch this.
Yeah, this one has 2 seasons. It's like 40 plus episodes total. I think there's a 3rd season on the way eventually. But yeah, it's really good. Studio Shaft just like makes all their shows are really good. So, just check out the first season. Some of the scenes are phenomenal. Like the way the art style works and the music chimes in and all that. The whole point of it, it's like they're celebrating family and trying to be together and support each other, and that's kind of what it is. And then there's also it has like some sports elements to it too, a little bit. So a little bit like Chihaya Furu with like even Rakugo, where like when they're in the game, it like changes styles a little bit, and it like it zooms in on one character, and they're like kind of in their own black hole, like figuring out the game, and it's kind of cool. So yeah, March comes in like a lion.
Cool.
Oh, back to me already?
Yep.
Shit. 24 Hinamatsuri, dude.
This one is good.
This one is just so good. Hinamatsuri is so good. It's came out in 2018 in the springtime. Studio Feel.
This show is so funny.
Yeah, like on top of the animation, it's based on a manga. The animation and the art style is really good, but I mean the story is just really awesome. It's about this guy. He's a yakuza. His name is Yoshifumi. And it's like weird space capsule thing just materializes and falls on his head in his apartment. And it turns out it's a capsule, and there's like a young like blue-haired girl in it, and all she remembers is that her name is Hina. And it turns out like there's not really they don't really say where she comes from. They don't really talk about it too much. They do mention it here and there, but she's got these really amazing like psychokinetic powers, and it's really cool because like there's in the beginning, he ends up keeping her, like let her stay at his place because she did like a job for him. Like they went into some other like yakuza place and like she wrecked everyone. But it was really funny. And it almost is kind of like Usagi Drop, except not as serious, but still really funny because now he's learning. He's kind of learning to be a parent to her, kind of still in a way.
This one is a lot funnier. I like this one better.
It is a lot funnier. And then pretty soon Anzu comes from the same world to go and retrieve Hina, but then she ends up homeless. And the reason why I have
God, that was so
the reason
sad.
why
oh yeah, her homeless friend.
The reason I have it so
like
high is
girls.
literally because of that part. Is because, and it also follows another character who is like also in the school they go to.
She's like a prodigy 8th grader,
and then she gets a job at a bar.
also a bartender.
Yeah,
She gets a job at a bar.
And like everybody's offering her jobs and stuff.
Yeah, and she gets her own apartment and shit. Like, but like the homeless part really shed a light on homelessness in Japan. And it was kind of a big deal when it happened. It was really cool. I highly suggest watching it, though, because after it...
Yeah, Tokyo Godfathers has a similar feel.
It does, definitely. But after it kind of... The things with Yoshifumi and Hina kind of settle down and their lives are back to normal, kind of, it starts following every other... Like, the other characters, like Anzu being homeless and then Hitomi being a bartender and having her own apartment. And it kind of builds this little world that all these people live in this part of Japan, and it's just really cool. I really like Hinamatsuri a lot. And it did kind of end like on a cliffhanger a bit, so I thought there was going to be a sequel, but I have no word of that yet. But it's pretty high on Mal. It's got like an 8.28 on Mal. I love it.
Yeah, this is a higher score than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's great. I love it a lot. So Hinamatsuri, dude, seriously watch it. It's super funny. That's my 20.
It's wholesome and funny.
It is. It's actually super wholesome and funny.
Funny.
Yeah, that's my 24, dude. That's my number 24.
All right. My 24 is Baki.
Oh, yeah.
2018. One of the 5 that Nick and I like.
The God Hand. What is it? It's
and
like
actually,
Baki.
Nick and I did a review on this.
Yeah, Baki, Magical Girl Sight, and a few other ones. What are the
Yeah.
other hand fingers? Anyway, we'll figure it out. Oh, school babysitters.
School babysitters, yes.
Sam is guts. You're crawling up the god hand, and you have to watch all these shows.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Some would like Baki.
I started watching it and then I kind of forgot about it. But yeah, no, I do enjoy.
Forgot
I
a lot
remember
of
reading
things.
some of the manga when I was a kid, but I didn't really understand
Oh,
it.
the manga is insane, dude.
Yeah, I didn't really understand it too much. All I cared about was like them fighting and shit. But yeah. Anyway, it's on Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. 26 episodes. Second season is in the works.
They just released a key
I don't
visual
know
for
when
it.
It's yeah.
Yeah, this is like 2018.
But it's definitely
I think it's the arc where Baki's in prison or something. There's a bunch of arcs later on.
well.
The manga
it
goes quite a
leads-
ways after this one.
The
Oh no,
last
it's
episode
it's like the world tournament.
They're in China.
Yep,
They're in
yep.
China now.
Oh, okay.
So and it's like the big tournament. But it's definitely a more better version of the 2001 show. But it's kind of like a continuation of that as well. So and Studio TMS Entertainment did it. Another TMS.
You're on
show.
TMS's nuts right now, Danny.
Dude, my first 3 shows on this list right now.
God.
Oh, TMS
TMS.
I'm pretty sure Real Life was also TMS. So
Yeah.
Danny's whole list is just TMS.
Yeah, I have a lot of TMS
God, you have another one on there
Entertainment.
too. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Nick talked about it a little bit on our first half. So, and it's really good. I really enjoyed it. This is actually one of the few very like meaty, like ugly men shows that I like.
Oil up.
Nah,
So,
Yujiro
but yeah,
Han was
Baki.
hot, okay? He's daddy. He's grandpa.
You
Granddad.
don't like their alien-like faces? I like them.
I mean,
And they're just
Baki
like
is kind of
repulsively
cute in
huge
this
muscles.
one. I
love
have
it.
to admit. So, Baki's my boy. Anyway, but yeah. All right, Nick.
All right, 24. This one's low too. This is a Devilman Crybaby, 2018. Science Saru is the studio. This was another Masaki Uasa show. He adapted the Go Nagai Devilman manga, or part of the manga.
Ooh, 2 Netflix reviews that
into
we've
this.
done in a row. I just realized.
Yeah, I think we did a whole review on this
Yeah,
one back,
Baki
way
and
back when,
Devilman
right?
Yeah, we
Crybaby.
did.
And this is like kind of a retelling of the Devilman story. I know there's some old Devilman OVAs that were also done, I think in the 80s or 90s. This one is in the Yuasa style, so the characters are a lot more like sloppy, but they're also more fluid the way they move. And then it had, I think it's Kensuke Ushio doing the music. God
Yeah.
tier, dude. Everything he does is gold.
So good.
Like, I listen to this shit on repeat. Like, it's unreal. But yeah, Devilman Crybaby. It's Devilman Go Nagai. He just like invented this crazy story that's like super brutal and shows like the evil of humanity. And that's the idea. Like, you have you got the main character who gets he basically gets taken over by the devil, and then he's what do you call it? He's makes friends with what's his name? Not Akira.
No, his
guy-
name is
Rio.
yeah.
Yeah, Rio. And so yeah, like they're going around and like the world is just turning to shit like episode by episode, and like you have these monsters come out in like the first episode and just eviscerate people and tear them in half. And then he's trying to protect his childhood crush the whole show, and there's a lot of track and field like metaphors in the show, and like the way it's directed is crazy, dude. I think it's like one of the end of the episodes. I'm not gonna spoil what happens, but there's like something particularly horrible that happens later on, and like the ending of that episode where he's the devil and he just like explodes. It's just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like they never show this on TV, so this is a Netflix thing.
No, yeah, the original was like in the 80s, so it wasn't super violent. It was a little bit, but not super violent. Then they did like that remake OVA in the 90s, and put like that hyper adult like factor on it, like Archfiend and stuff like that, and Wicked City. And then this one, you know, it was going straight to Netflix, and Masaki Yuasa was like, no, we're going to make sure we do Go Nagai justice here. You know, Go Nagai was one of those people back in the day who was like pushing the envelope.
Yeah, he's one of like the Mount Rushmore anime people,
like,
basically.
Yeah, kind of like how Mortal Kombat invented the game rating, like in very much in that sense. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and this Devilman is very similar. It has a lot of influence on Berserk and then also on Evangelion. So you'll notice a lot of similarities, like visually to those.
8-Man also. There's some influence on 8-Man too. Yeah. For sure, dude.
And it's crazy. If you like really brutal stuff that just stabs you in the gut, like makes you just be like, oh jeez, like you gotta watch this. So
yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Oh my groin. My nuts. And the ending was crazy too. Like this show just goes 0 to 100. It's
literally
crazy,
biblical apocalyptic shit. Like it's fucking cool, dude. Love it. Everyone dies. Spoiler alert.
They'll die.
They'll die.
I mean, technically, everybody dies in every show. I mean, think about it. Like later on, just not on screen. You know,
big brain Nick, philosophy Nick,
big brain dude.
Yeah,
dude. Everybody died in Yaomushi Pedal eventually.
Oh shit, R.I.P. dude.
Shit,
R.I.P. the guy,
God.
just not on screen.
R.I.P. R.I.P. dude. All right, dude. That was your number 24, dude. We're on 23 already. Oh shit.
Devilman.
Dude, my number 23 is K-On! 20.
Love it.
I mean, it ended in 2010 or 2000. No, the second season was in 2000.
2011 was the movie. So the greater portion of the series took place this decade. The first season was like 2009, but then the completed series was this decade, and most of it took place this decade. So it does count.
So this is one of those things like at the beginning of and this is studio. Is KyoAni.
Kyoto Animation.
Yeah,
yep.
Based on a 4-koma manga. And it's about this girl named Yui who joins a club, and she joins a light music club. She learns how to play guitar. They all kind of teach her how, which is pretty sweet. The four girls, the characters who make up the band or the club, are really amazing. This is one of those things where like I was a really jaded kind of casual anime watcher back in the day. Like when we started this podcast, that was the joke. Like that's what the other hosts would call me, including Nick. It would be like, "Oh, casual Sam, oh Sam the casual," right? Because I hated.
Don't touch me, you filthy casual.
Because I hated like high school club girl shit. Like I hated that. Like
I remember.
Yeah,
that.
I was just kind of like, no, this is stupid. Different color hair girls in high school club, whatever.
This show is the exception, though.
And then Nick and Quoko were like, stop being a little bitch.
Just watch it.
Just watch it. And then Nick, the way Nick convinced me was by saying, Sam, you're a musician. You'll appreciate it. Just watch it. And then I did. And I was like, I've never been more wrong.
That was me, too, dude. I remember I watched it. That was one of the first anime that I got back in on. And I'm like, this looks fucking stupid. And I turned it on, and I'm just like grinning ear to ear for like 13 straight episodes. Yeah, like, fuck, season 2.
Dude,
this is bullshit.
This is dumb.
There's no Trigun. There's no guns.
Where's the key? Where's the key energy? No, dude, I love it. It's really good. It's about the Light Music Club. It's really awesome. Really easy to watch. The characters are amazing. The animation's really good. The instruments are real instruments, and I love it, man. Yui's guitar.
They animate their fingers,
their fingers on that bitch. Yui's guitar, which is a Sunburst Les Paul. Oh, so good. Gibson, dude. I love all their instruments. And my favorite character, just to put it out there, is Mio, the bassist, because I love how shy she is, and she gets out her shyness by performing, and that's how I was. I'm very ambiverted, so like I'm shy, and I get really nervous on stage, but once I start, I'm fine, and I'm like fully extroverted, out there, ready to go, and the bass was my first instrument. So like, love it, dude.
I have a figure. I have the 5th anniversary figure.
How much you want for it?
Nothing.
Wait, Danny, what's your best K-On! Girl? And you can pick the same one if you want. You don't have to pick a different one.
It's between Mio and Mugi.
You have to pick one, Danny. One.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Flip a fucking coin.
All right, I'll go with Mugi because of her fucking pickle eyebrows.
Plus, she's rich.
The keyboard.
Dude, I got to go with Yui. When in doubt, Nick picks the main character because he's a basic.
You know, Yui's so good. Yui's the best.
No, Yui
is
ties the show
good,
together.
yeah.
She really does.
She's kind of like Aqua from from Konosuba.
The artwork of Yui on the volume 1 cover of the manga, I love it so much. It's so good. I'm gonna put that as my phone background. God damn it.
It looks completely different from how they animated the show.
It definitely does. Yeah.
But apparently the show is like way better than the source material.
That's what I hear too, actually.
If you go back and read that.
Yeah.
Which is usually the other way around. Like with Berserk, the manga's better, but K-On! Other way around. So. Yeah,
dude. So that's
It
my
happens.
number.
It'd be like that.
That's my number 23, for sure. Danny, what do you got?
My number 23 is Kamishima
TMS
Kiss.
Entertainment.
Another TMS.
Everybody take a drink.
TMS Entertainment.
Yeah, another TMS. 3 in a row. Yeah, no, this one was it started in 2012, and then the second season came out in 2015. So, and a short synopsis, the main character, Nanami, she becomes homeless because her father is a deadbeat, and he ran off due to gambling debts. So she meets this guy who's like afraid of dogs, and she kind of like quote unquote saves him from a barking dog. And the man, as a thank you, gives her his house to stay at. And, with her, she's like, well, fuck it. Like, I got no place to live, so I might as well live there. So, and it turns out to be a shrine. And Nanami almost gets killed by Mikage's familiar, Tomoe, who's like this fox familiar. And she kind of like is a little standoffish by him. And he gets annoyed by her as well. So, but eventually she becomes the new land god, who protects like the earth and everything like that. And then a whole bunch of other familiars live at the shrine and everything. And it's pretty much the struggles between Tomoe, the familiar, and Nanami trying to get along with one another. So it's like a love story as well.
All I'm seeing is Tomoe is a hot
ass fox,
foxy, white-haired man.
Yes, he is. And the English dub is pretty good. And J. Michael Tatum voices him. So
I'm trying to fuck.
It's really sweet, and it's really, really cute.
All right, nice one, dude. Add that to my PT dubs right now.
Kamishima
PT
Kiss.
dubs.
My PT
PT
dubs.
dubs.
My
Your
PT dubs.
Barnum.
Dude. My PT Barnums, All right, Nick, what do you got?
All right, I
23.
adjusted my list slightly because I was.
Dude, don't be cheating.
No, I didn't add anything. I just flipped some things. Okay. So 23 is Attack on Titan. Shingeki no Kyojin. Dude, that's what I'm saying. 2012 to 2019, Studio Wit. This was a... everybody's heard of Attack on Titan, right? I don't need to say much about it, but...
No.
What's Attack on Titan? I don't know what that is.
What is Attack on Titan? Well, you have these...
Danny.
You have this fucking huge city surrounded by walls. And then you have these giants that are monsters that come and eat people. They climb over the walls and kick down the walls. And they're trying to solve the mystery of, like, what are the Titans and, like, how do they defeat them?
Mm-hmm.
And, you have the Survey Corps. You got the politicians. You got, like, all this... all this intrigue and thrilling mystery stuff. So it's crazy. Like the first, just if you haven't seen it, watch the first episode, and you'll be hooked. Like the first episode brings you in.
It really does.
I think it's on Sam's list as well. I think, right? Somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm actually caught up with the manga right now. It's about to be over for sure.
This is not on my list only because they took 4 fucking ever.
All right. We get it,
for the next season.
It is the number
for
2...
everything else to come out.
The number 2 most popular show on Mal.
Whatever.
So that's just popularity.
Garbage.
But yeah, it's
Took
really,
forever.
really well animated for the most part. The fight scenes are fantastic. They got their 3D maneuvering gear. And so they're basically like Spider-Manning a bunch around all the buildings, and the Titans are like, the Titans are range in size, but they're 3, 4, 5 stories tall, even taller for some of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so they gotta kill the Titans with their swords, and it's just insane, like the way they animate that. And then on top of that, the story is it's intriguing. You're trying to find out like the mysteries of it. So
it gets nuttier. It just gets nuttier. It does.
Yeah.
It goes up and does not come down.
Sam's gonna talk about it later too. So
yeah. But yeah, dude.
It's classic. It's really easy to cosplay too. Just get on a pair of jeans and a brown jacket. Pretty much.
Nick, you put the wrong date that it started. It actually started 2013, not 2012.
Oh yeah, for some reason I think there was something else in 2012. I don't know how it got there. 2013 to 2019. And there's still one more season left. So
one more season comes out this summer, I think, but they're waiting for the manga to finish, which I think there's only 2-3 more chapters left. But I'm caught up on it. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, dude. Attack on Titan's cool.
I wonder if I was thinking of Sword Art Online. I think that was 2012.
Sword Art Online was 2012, 2011 or something. Yeah. Sword Art Online.
Yeah, that was 2012. Anyway, Attack on Titan. Great show. God tier OPs.
All right, my 22, dude, is Food Wars Shokugeki no Soma. Started 2015, I believe. Right? Yeah, 2015.
That sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting the 5th season I think it's this spring. Yeah.
Yep, it's coming up soon.
Yeah. But basically it's about this kid named Soma, and he works as a sous chef in his dad's diner called Yukihira Diner, where they make Chinese food. And his dad is like, I got a dip set on you, son. By the way, you're going to go to this new school. It's like this culinary, amazing top school called Tutsuki Academy. And he's like, what the fuck? So then he just goes. And then he kind of finds out what it's all about. And he gets there, and during the opening ceremony, he gets behind the podium and goes, yeah, by the way, I'm going to kick all y'all asses. I'm going to take the #1 spot.
Dude, Soma is a great protagonist. I love Soma.
He's so good.
He's so cocky.
Yeah, and then everyone goes, what the fuck?
What the fuck is this bastard
Who's this
doing?
fucker? Yeah. And so, like, you don't think the protagonist is going to be that arrogant, but, like, no, it pays off. Like, he doesn't just talk shit. He talks shit and he backs it up, which is amazing. But anyway, this culinary school, they have this thing called a shokugeki, where something can go down and you put up a wager, and it's basically Iron Chef. Then they give you an ingredient, and then you use that ingredient, and then whoever has the better dish wins. And it's really awesome, dude. And it all takes place at this school. And it's a shonen kind of, so it's really shonen-y when it comes to, like,
yeah,
a
lot of overly dramatic battles
and how they progress and stuff. There's even like a JoJo reference in it when Megumi Tadakoro is doing a shokugeki, which is hilarious.
Wasn't the artist originally like a doujin artist? Like they started out drawing porn and stuff. Pretty sure that's the case.
Like the guy who did the manga, you mean?
I'm pretty sure. I think that's what happened.
Probably. That's how a lot of...
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, no, probably for sure. But
just don't be hungry when you're watching this.
That's literally the only advice I have when watching it. Other than to watch it, eat something while you're watching it or before you watch it. Because it's, it's anime, and anime food
Peanut
always
butter,
looks really
pretzels.
Good. Yeah, anime food always looks good, but Food Wars makes it look exceptionally good.
Especially when everybody's nutting over it and having like weird fantasies of getting covered in honey.
Foodgasms.
Yeah, so there's, I don't want to explain, I don't want to go too much into it, but there's this thing where the food's so good that their clothes fly off. And there's actually a scientific explanation in the anime for it, but like, just watch it and you'll know. But it's really good. I'm excited for this next season because I'm pretty sure it's the last one. But
dude, Irina, best girl, by the way. I love Irina.
I'm gonna have to agree. Gonna have to agree, dude.
I'm a basic bitch, dude. Irina, she's rich.
Dude, I love Irina.
She's a tsundere.
I love her character progression. It's really cool. Like seeing guys that were antagonists in the beginning, like halfway through the season are good. It's really cool. It's really awesome. But yeah, watch Food Wars, yo. Seriously. I believe actually, is it Ethan? No, it's Rick from Weebology. He like just
Yeah, Ricky, he just started watching it.
he just
yeah.
started it, and he'll come in our server and be like, "Dude, I'm at this part." Like,
yeah,
he
like,
blasted
dude,
through
Food
like a
Wars.
season a day.
yeah, pretty much. That's how he
the
did it.
entire season.
Yeah, so I'm excited to hear that episode when they talk about it. But yeah, dude, that's my number.
I think their latest episode they talk about it.
Oh, okay.
That's out right now.
All right. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, that's my number
So-
22, Food Wars. Shokugeki no Soma.
All right. Well, my 22 is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Ooh, Sam's
And
favorite anime.
We're off the TMS hype train for
This
now.
is really high on my list. I fucking love this anime so much.
Yeah, I don't want to spend. I honestly, I really don't want to spend too much time because I want Sam to talk about this because this is Sam's like
Give us the
God
Give us the
tier.
rundown.
basic spiel.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much. You have Miss Kobayashi, who's she's a working girl who lives by herself, and then she comes across a dragon named Toru, and she keeps on trying to make Kobayashi to eat her tail, and Toru's like,
Yep, that's the plot, I guess. All right.
Kobayashi's
Close
like,
enough.
no, I don't want that.
Yeah. Toru
Now
becomes
who's bad at describing, Danny?
Toru becomes her maid because Miss Kobayashi drunkenly made friends with her in the forest in her dragon form. So then she flew over Japan to get to her apartment, and she noticed that there were maid cafes like working everywhere. So she just took that form, and she's got these big horns and her big green tail, and
Dude,
it's like
this actually ties in to Maid in Abyss, too.
no, it doesn't.
Because she's a
Oh,
maid in
gosh.
Abyss. That's the bottom level of the Abyss.
It's Toru at the bottom, like just like, hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah. You guys want some tail?
Want a slice of my tail?
Yeah, the pillow
yeah,
I
it has-
sleep on every night is my 2 regular pillows, and then my dragon tail pillow. It's like a cut off Toru pillow. It's like her
It has 13 episodes, and it came out 2017.
second season this year sometime. I think it's summer, or is it spring? I don't know. Summer or spring. That's one of the two coming up soon.
It's coming.
I'm
It's
excited.
coming.
But
So.
yes,
But yeah, and Kira Animation did it.
based.
So. But
Kyo
yeah,
Annie.
like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on it because it's more higher on Sam's list. So
Yep.
Dragon Maid.
All right, we're at
Go ahead,
22.
22. Nick.
22. This one is too low, and if I had more time, I'd probably bump it higher, but Death Parade. All of my things are just like too low. Death Parade.
So good, dude.
2015 Studio Madhouse. We had a spotlight on Death Parade.
We did. That was one
Not
of
too long
one of our
ago.
last ones. Yeah.
So check that out. But basically, Death Parade is the story of they're kind of like in this purgatory bar where people come after they've died, and they participate in various parlor games and activities to test their like personalities and what they would do under high stress situations. Where and so you have like the bartenders or the what are they called? The arbiters. The arbiters judge them and send them either to reincarnation or the void. And, basically, I think it's reincarnation is the good one, right? And the void is the bad one.
yeah.
Yes.
Sort of. But anyway, it's very it's really very dramatic the way they play these games, because it puts them in these crazy situations, and the characters are brought to their breaking point, and most of the episodes are
Their
one-off.
true colors came out, and half the time,
Yeah.
it's how they reveal that they like how they died.
Yep, the characters' life comes back to them because they have amnesia when they come in. So yeah, it's just super
This is
dramatic
actually
and
higher on my
really
list
well
a
made.
little
I know you
bit.
guys have it higher. I probably should have it higher too. I just for some reason it was kind of in the middle. But yeah, everybody should watch this phenomenal show. Very dramatic, really good soundtrack. One of the best OPs of the decade.
Yeah.
Arguably number one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know.
Yeah.
So
The
Flyers by Bradio.
Flyers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love it. That was Nick's number 22. Shit.
Death
You
You guys
Parade.
will cover it more later.
Dude, my number 21 is Hunter x Hunter. Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck you, Sam. Too low.
I know, because I didn't finish it, obviously. But I'm like 40 episodes in, and I actually had to put a stop on it because I need to catch up on other things. But it's got a 9 on Mail, dude. It's 9.12 on Mail. It's a shonen. Came out in 2011 by Studio Madhouse, and it's set in this fictional world where hunters exist to perform all manner of dangerous tasks like capturing criminals, searching for lost creatures, hunting down dangerous monsters, things like that. And the main character, Gone Freaks, he wants to become a hunter. Right when he turns 12, he decides that he wants to become a hunter because his dad was a hunter and his dad just like went missing. So he wants to search for his dad by becoming a hunter, and he meets new friends on the way. When taking the hunter exam in the beginning, he meets Karapika and Leorio. Leorio's last name is Paladinite, which is badass, by the way. Like, that's so fucking sick. And then he
also meets Killua.
Yeah, Killua Zoldyck of the Zoldyck family, and the Zoldyck family are like a family of assassins, like hardcore assassins. And it's a shonen, so like they talk about like each kind of shonen, or most battle shonen, have like a form of power. So like Dragon Ball Z has Ki, Hunter x Hunter has Nen, Yu Yu Hakusho has Spirit Energy, you know what I mean? And you kind of realize right away, not even that far into like the end of the exam arc, how these powers are used and everything, and how strong everyone is. It's really cool. They display it right away, like which characters are like beefy, and how quickly Gon like progresses as a character. Like, it's so awesome, dude. It's so cool. Like, I'm already seeing them get really, really fucking strong, and you know what I mean? It's badass. I love Hunter x Hunter. I'm like towards the end of the Angel Arena arc, or not Angel Arena, but the Heavens Arena.
Oh yeah, that's where they have to like climb the tower, I think. Yeah. During doing battles.
Yeah.
Has Gon fought Hisoka yet?
That's literally, I'm right there. I'm literally about to watch that episode.
Dude, how did you stop?
Because it just was like bad timing with everything going on. Yeah. I just kind of like, but yeah, I was like, I better put this on hold because I got to focus on my Decade Spotlight stuff and everything. I'm sure it would be higher if I got to like, you know,
if you finished
the York New Arc, or if I finished it, yeah. But it's all on Hulu, like literally almost all of it. I think the last 30-some episodes are the ones that aren't on Hulu, but pretty much most of it's on Hulu, so that's where I've been watching it. But yeah, dude.
I know there's also an older show from like 1999.
Yeah.
Take.
Yep.
Hunter x Hunter. And that one has like, I think that one has a longer Greed Island arc, if I remember correctly. But they're both like, if you like Hunter x Hunter, they're both worth watching. But 2011 is like basically the full, well, not the full story, but most of it, because the manga is ongoing.
The manga's been on hold for a long time now.
Yeah, hiatus x hiatus. Yeah. That's the joke.
Hiatus x hiatus. Yeah. Togashi is just taking forever, but and he hasn't really said why. Just hasn't done it. I don't know. But
it's either there's two reasons for manga taking long. They're either sick or they're playing pachinko.
They're probably playing pachinko.
Yeah, the author who does Nana, Nana's not finished, and
or they're in jail.
Been sick. She's been sick.
Oh damn. Okay.
Shout out to Inuyasha.
Yeah. Shout out to,
or no, Kenshin.
Yeah, Kenshin. Yeah. But yeah, no. Togashi is also the guy who did Yu Yu Hakusho. So
yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho is the other one.
Nick, Sen, Trevor, pretty much them and like 5 other people have been telling me to watch this shit forever now. And now the Project Manga boys are always up my ass about it. So like I'm trying to keep everyone updated on where I'm watching it. So, but yeah, Hunter x Hunter, really fucking cool. If you have not watched it, please watch it. I want someone to like.
Yeah, Danny.
Listen.
This is way better than your sports anime and your
sports
shoujo.
Listen. All right.
Oh man.
I actually met a couple of nice fellow podcasters a couple days ago, and they're on the hype train of Hunter x Hunter 2, and I told them that I would watch it.
We're gonna bully you until you watch it.
Bully Danny. Yeah, no, dude, Hunter x Hunter's sweet.
You guys already bully me. Let's be real here.
We'll bully you more. or less.
Okay,
whatever
I
one's
don't
worse.
really bully you. All I do is say fuck you right before I leave. That's all I do. Just fuck you, Luck.
Not unless I say fuck you first.
Right, yeah.
Like that last time.
Yeah, that was fucking funny, dude. All right. That's my number 21, dude. So, Danny, what you got for 21?
My 21 is Carol and Tuesday.
Yeah.
This is on Psalms as well, right?
It was lower on mine. Yeah.
This is so good. God. I just love the music in this show. It's from 2019, 24 episodes, Bones. It's all on Netflix now. Yeah. How they go about their struggles on being artists and trying to get songs out to the public and everything is very relatable to every single artist. I mean, I'm a musician, but I am an artist at that. I do a lot of photography and stuff, so I can definitely relate to how they want to like be stars and everything like that.
Especially in a
Wait,
world
be
where...
stars? I thought we were talking about this other show.
No, I'm not talking. God. Fuck.
No, dude, especially in a world
asshole.
where it takes place in a future where most music and entertainment like that is like virtual idols and shit.
Yeah,
that was like another
and
whole like bump they had to get over.
With a lot of AIs and everything, and they're literally just writing everything, and I can't remember who said it. I think it was Erdogan who was all like, "Oh, who's your AI?" or something like that, and they're all like, "No, we do all the music ourselves," and they're all like, "What? You do?"
Right.
You know, let machine make what?
Yeah. No machine do work for you? No.
I liked the little robot that just conned them all into like doing shit.
Oh
for it.
that
was funny.
That
I
episode was
think I
really
liked the
funny.
first half better because it was funnier.
Yeah,
that's kind of how I roll.
The second half definitely turned into a little bit more of on a serious note, especially with the politics that went into it. But I love the soundtracks that are in this. Like the songs that Carol and Tuesday sing in this show. God, I listen to it all the time in my car, nonstop. I listen to it when I'm in the shower. I'm listening to it all the time.
On a boat with a goat on a train in the rain.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but that's Carol and Tuesday.
All right, Nick, 21.
Nick?
All right, 21, legal drinking age. Chihaya Furu, 2011 to 2019. This is, so far they have 3 seasons out. I haven't caught up to the 3rd season, but this is, even just based on the first 2 seasons, which I've seen, the show is fucking top tier sports anime. This was Studio Madhouse again, and it's basically, it's a weird sport. It's a, oh God. Karuta.
Wow.
There we go. I was looking for the name. They play a card game called Karuta, where you have a reader who sings out the poems on the Karuta cards, and they're all placed face up on the floor in front of 2 players, and you try to slap the card away quicker than your opponent. That's basically what Karuta is. And this show,
well, you have to match. Like you have to predict the next.
It's the overly simple way of describing it. And like, if you're really good at it, you can calculate which cards are going to be called. You can kind of card count. You can figure out, based on the first syllable or the 3rd syllable, that's what this card is. You have to take some chances. You got to take some risks. And you know, they get into detail about how they fix like their posture and their form. Like, how do they get better at Karuta? And like, the whole point is it's a little bit of a love triangle too, where you have Chihaya. She is the main girl. She's like super tall and lanky and like traditionally beautiful, and they always put her into these kimonos because like that's what their team dresses in. And her friend Taichi falls for her, and so does Arata, and they're both. Arata's like this god tier like genius prodigy at Karuta, and he's trying to get like the grand champion. And then Chihaya's like, she's pretty high rank. She's like rank A. She's trying to become the queen, which is like the female champion. And then Taichi is like, he has no natural talent, no luck, nothing. So he has to like work super fucking hard just to get anywhere. And then you have like the rest of their members who are, who are very funny, and they have like their own personalities, and they, they work on the team. They have like team games of cards. It's really cool. It's like a sports show. So like Danny was saying, they're trying to be the best. They're trying to get better. And, it affects like the rest of their life. Like, oh, their grades are slipping. Chihaya is actually kind of stupid, like, which is funny. It's like she's not good at anything.
I've seen like the first half of the first season, and Chihaya, she's definitely the not so smart. She's kind of
like Sailor Moon. She's like Usagi. She's like a dunce.
Yeah.
But
all she cares about
she's really good at cards.
Karada.
Yeah, and I think it's mostly like she's not stupid. Like she just doesn't apply herself in school like other people do. But yeah, like
she just focuses on Karada too much.
Yeah, because she's obsessed.
But
with it.
Also, you feel bad for her too because she has an older sister, and her older sister is like all her parents can talk about and everything. Yeah,
that's early on, and then later in the show, it changes.
Definitely, like, they shun her a little bit. So I haven't gotten too far into the show just yet.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like they have, they face all these challenges. There's like injuries and things that prevent them, and when they're facing off against the queen, like the queen is actually really funny. She's like this other young girl who wears like, she has like weird fashion sense, and it's just really funny. Yeah, it's like this is like one of the best sports shows in anime. Period. Like this is
because there's girls in it. That's why.
Well, you say partially. That. Also, the guys are attractive. Danny, there you go. Look at them. Okay.
And that's coming from a straight guy.
There's girls in here.
Yeah.
There's girls in here. It doesn't matter. There's girls in here, so that's all he cares about.
Yeah, Nick.
Okay, well, I'll save it for later, but it doesn't have to have girls to be good. Anyway.
Silence, horny.
That's not why I'm they're wearing kimonos. Like, you can't even see anything.
Kimonos are hot, dude.
Yeah, they're very modestly dressed. Anyway, Chihaya Furu, great show. There you go.
You can also order Koretsu cards on eBay. Like, they're very much like Hanafuda cards, except a little bigger. But yeah. I've seen real life videos.
It's a game of speed.
I was about to say that. I saw real life Karada, and it's intense.
It's intense, man. The way they be slapping.
And you get like the poem stuck in your head, like when the old lady's saying them. She's like chanting, and then like later in the day, I'm like, oh god, gets stuck in your head.
That's a good. I heard it's a good way for like if you read Japanese or learning how for advanced.
It's a lot Japanese of memorization.
Yeah, but yeah, dude. All right, Chihaya Furu, dude, is your number 21. It's pretty good. Damn, where am I at? 20, dude. We just did a decade spotlight on this My Love Story, dude. Ore Monogatari. So good. 24 episodes.
This one's a little higher on my list.
Yeah. Danny had already seen it, I think, right? Yeah, you had already seen it before I had not seen. Oh no, you and Nick had already seen it. But yeah, it came out 2015. Literally the spring, we became a podcast summer 2015. So this came out spring, so right before we became a podcast. So it was like one of the last ones we did. But it's at 8 on Mal. Studio Madhouse 2015. And it's about on the middle of the street. It's about this guy named Takea Goda, who's this, and the way they draw him, it's based on a manga. The way that he's drawn is like this big, huge, burly guy with big eyebrows, big nose, kind of,
not attractive.
Yeah, beefcake kind of guy, and he's very emotional, very, very in his feelings. He believes in expressing.
Sensitive.
He expresses his emotions like kind of like the Body Improvement Club in Mob. You know what I mean? Like kind of like all right.
I mean, I never seen Mob, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, he saves his girl from being groped on the bus, and then she falls in love with him, and it's always been his best friend Sunakawa who gets all the girls because like he's like this really hot Fujo looking guy, super attractive,
like the most like ideal main character.
yeah. He's always the one getting the girls, but then like this time it was this girl who fell in love with him, and the whole anime is basically just their relationship, and it's like the most perfect romance. Cute. Like
Yeah.
Like, if this was a real couple and they broke up, love would be dead. There would be no such thing as love.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's overly it's saccharine. That's the way to say it.
Yeah.
They're
And,
like way too lovey-dovey, but it's really funny.
it is really funny. And then there's some really, like, heartfelt moments, too. The last kind of episodes are kind of whatever, but, like, the rest of it is good. Like, I think the rest of it is all that matters.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll do another season of this, because obviously the source material goes farther.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sweet, dude. Yeah.
It's been 5 years, so who knows?
It's been 5 years. Oh, there's 52 chapters? Okay,
I mean,
damn.
Chihaya had a big gap between its first and second season, or between the first and third. Anyway.
Sure, yeah. But, yeah, no, it's really good. My favorite thing in the whole entire show is the girl Rinko. Sorry, I should have said her name earlier. Her name is Rinko. Rinko Yamato. And he always calls her Yamato-san. And, like, every time she does, like, a little cute thing or whatever, he does, like, an inner monologue going, I love her! Like, it's just like,
Yeah, I love her.
ski this! There's, like, this part at the zoo where they were, like, looking at the low fenced area, so, like, there was, like, deers and shit. And he's like, you kind of remind me of a doe, Yamato. And she's like, really? I always thought I was a kitty. Row! And he goes, ski this! I love her. She's so fucking cute,
funny.
man. She's so adorable. It's great. You should really watch it.
Teko's dad is like a slightly more handsome version of himself. It's really funny.
And his mom is like this strong, badass woman. He's like,
Yeah.
you can tell that's where he gets his strength from. He's like this overly strong dude.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
My Love Story, Ore Monogatari, is so good. I love it. That's my number 20, dude. Fuck yeah. Love that
All
shit.
right. My number 20 is Akame ga Kill.
Surprise,
So-
surprise.
Surprise, you know.
Well, this one has Esdeath, doesn't it?
Yeah, Esdeath.
Yes, this is
I'll
the
never
one that
forgive
has
Esdeath.
Yes, 2014, 24 episodes. White Fox Studio animated this. So pretty much it's the Game of Thrones of anime. Like,
I don't think it's really that comparable to Game of Thrones.
everyone dies.
Okay.
Literally. So, but yeah, it follows main character Tatsumi, really basic fucking character that you'll ever see, and he just wants to be he wants to go out and work for the Imperial Army, but unfortunately he realizes once he gets to town that the kingdom isn't like the empire isn't as goody two shoes as it seems. So there's a lot of darkness in this and everything. And when we actually did our shonen smackdown with the Weebologist guys, they feel that the ending isn't as satisfying, and I do kind of agree with them that it's not how
it diverted
it
from
seems.
the manga, right?
Yeah. That's what Noxie said when we did our
Okay, but
manga
why is it good?
therapy.
Tell us why it's good.
Heads are getting chopped off. Everyone dies. Like, you think you have a favorite character? Nope. You don't.
Not everybody dies, only some of them.
No, everybody.
Just watch it. It's really good. But I am definitely going to read it, because I definitely want to see what happens in the manga and like what they changed and what and what.
Oh yeah, because you haven't read it yet.
So
you just
no, I've been putting it on hold. Every time I see it in Barnes and Noble, I kind of like, I'll get it the next time I go to Barnes and Noble, and I never do. So, but yeah, no, it's a good dub. Dub's not bad.
Oh, that's how I watched it.
The dub.
Yeah, dub's not bad. So the Kame ga Kill. All right, go ahead.
All
Nick.
right, number 20, Mob Psycho 100.
Oh God.
2016 to 2019, Studio Bones.
So good.
Seneca is just like screaming right now because it's so low on my list. But it's this is a story about you have like a con artist named Reagan, and a middle school boy named Shigeo, or everybody calls him Mob, and he has psychic. This is a psychic powers show, right? Everybody has psychic powers, or half of them have psychic powers, and it kind of follows the story of Mob learning to better himself as a person. He joins the fitness club. It's not named the fitness club, but he joins like the strongman club. He makes friends with a bunch of people. He defeats a bunch of bad other psychics with alternative desires, and it's really cool because Mob himself is like extremely empathetic towards everybody, and he always like sees the best in people, and like he even knows that Reagan's a con artist, and like he's kind of using Mob for that, but Mob's like so nice that he'll help anyway, because it's kind of a win-win for them. And Reagan is actually the most interesting character because he has like a heart of gold, but at the same time he's doing a bunch of shady stuff to like he's giving people like placebo treatments and stuff that doesn't really work, but then it also kind of works. So like he's giving people like a massage to get rid of their demons and stuff, and it's kind of crazy. You have like this wacky art style too, where you have these you have this like green blob Akubu he like follows people around. He can what do you call it? He can take over the body of people. I think he takes over Reagan's body at one point, and the animation is crazy because Studio Bones just goes all out for this during the psychic battles. You get Mob fighting against like other bullies, against other psychics who are trying to destroy things.
So good.
And dude, it's crazy. Like in the second season, there's a part where, I mean, it's not even about the battles necessarily. The battles are awesome, but it's mostly about just Mob being empathetic and like people learning to live with each other and all that. Where there's a girl who's writing her story in the second season. She's writing a fan story, a fan fiction type thing, and Mob's like walking her home, and he like asks her out, and it was supposed to be a joke where she was supposed to like, her friends were like pressuring her into bullying him, and he's like no, your story's good, you should keep writing. And like they like rip up her story, and he like puts it back together with the psychic powers and stuff, and it's crazy. Like it's just like super well put together. It's kind of like Hinamatsuri, where you have like cool battles, but then also wholesome moments, and it's also funny.
It's about his journey. You know what I mean? Like the reason why it's called Mob Psycho 100 is because of it, on his emotional scale, when it hits 100%, it's bad. Because he's like one of the most powerful psychics ever, and he's normally not that way. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
it's by the same creator as One Punch Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love it, dude. I love Mob Psycho so much. I almost want to rewatch it. It's so good.
I think Reagan's my favorite though, because he's hilarious.
Yeah, Reagan's the greatest, and the way Reagan cares for Mob too is also like one of the best parts about it. Because even though he's like a con artist, he's like,
Yeah, and Reagan has no powers either. He can't like do anything. But
he runs.
At the same time, he's like in the thick of the action. At the same time, he's
right.
Like, he just basically bluffs people. He's the ultimate bluffer. It's crazy.
Yeah. And then he does like the elbow move where he just like he's just like physical attacks, and he shouts out like the names for him. So good.
There's a lot of broccoli in this too.
A lot of broccoli, dude.
Broccoli imagery. If you like broccoli imagery, there you go. Eat your heart out, Ikahara.
Body Improvement Club. Body Improvement Club, dude.
Oh, the Body Improvement Club. That's the name of it.
So good. Oh, dude, Mob Psycho. Yeah, dude, watch it.
Is that one on your list somewhere? We'll find out.
Anyway. It's way higher. Yeah.
I'm just like disrespecting all these shows by having
the
20s.
Disrespect, dude.
I got good stuff above it. Okay,
I got good stuff. My number 19 is Given, which was just in 2019.
This was really good.
Yeah, I think it was spring 2019 or no, summer 2019. Studio Lurch, based on a manga. It's kind of like a drama romance. It's about this.
It is a drama romance. It's not kinda.
No, it straight up is. Yeah,
it's about a bunch of gay boys playing in a band.
Okay, they're not all. Well, actually, they might all be. No, they're not.
I think they're all gay.
I think the drummer is like just straight up queer because he sleeps with everybody. But like the freaking, it's about this kid named Sato, and he's really shy. He wants to learn the guitar, and he runs into a guy named Uenoyama, and he teaches him how to play guitar. and he ends up joining this band, the band that he's in, which I forgot the name of the band. Oh, it's just Given, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I forgot the name of the band before that. I think maybe they didn't have a name.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I think they were just doing jam sessions.
Yeah. But either way, Uenoyama kind of discovers that he starts having feelings for Sato. And he's all like, wait a minute.
What is this?
Yeah,
why do I feel this
Wait,
way?
yeah. And then Kaji, the drummer, is just like, dude, we're all a little gay. Who cares? Like, he's like, I was gay once. Like, it's really good. No, it's actually a really good romance story, though. And all the instruments are real also, which most anime do that now. You know, before they didn't, but now, ever since K-On!, I think, they'd be putting real instruments in that bitch. But, like, I think the characters in the band themselves are really good. Their progression is really good. And it also follows, you know, the lives of the other two members as well and how they deal with their troubles and their romance. They all have their own problems. You know, they're fucking musicians, so they all have problems. Let's be real. But, like, for being, not that this matters, but for it being a gay romance story, a lot of people like it.
And not emphasizing, like,
yeah.
like yaoi shit.
Yeah, no.
Not that, like, I don't like yaoi shit, because I do.
Right, but like it.
But it's very, it's not like
rapey.
Oh, why are you doing that? Don't do that.
Yeah,
yeah,
you know?
rapey.
It's wrong.
Rapey.
It's not
Yeah.
a rapey.
Yeah.
It's consensual.
Like, not that, you know, that's yaoi's kind of a bad representation of gay people, but like,
Yeah, Yuri has that too sometimes.
yeah, definitely.
Like citrus.
Yeah, citrus, dude. God. But no, like
that's
a lot of, I'll just say this, okay? A lot of straight dudes on our server loved this show. I'll just say that.
Not me. I'm too straight.
Yeah, Nick is just too straight. Nick looks in the mirror at himself naked and goes, "Oh, gay." You know, it's like
Disgusting.
it's gay. Dude.
Actually, other way around. I'm so narcissistic that I can't look away. I'm like beautiful Squidward.
Yeah, beautiful squid. Oh man, but yeah, Given, dude, watch it. It's really awesome. And also, not only that I could relate to it as a queer person, but also I related to it more as a musician who's been in a band and all the troubles that comes with being in a band, like for real. That's what I loved about it for sure. But yeah, Given, you should watch it, dog. It's like 12, 13 episodes, and there's a movie coming out like this year.
It's 11 episodes.
11 episodes, and then there's a movie coming out this year, and then I think they're gonna do another series like after that movie. But hell yeah, dude, Given. That's my number 19.
All right. My number 19 is Bed and Breakfast for the Spirits.
What the
Bold move, Danny. Extremely bold move.
Bold.
What the heck? Like,
Nobody's ever
understand
talked
why,
about the show ever.
but it's so good.
Maybe I'm just not reading about it.
It's so good.
This one has another hot, pale, white-haired, foxy-eared hot guy in it.
Oh, is this a reverse harem? God. Okay.
The guys in this are really hot, though.
No, I mean, I wouldn't really call it a reverse harem. Like, there are other girls in here.
Yeah, it looks pretty harem-y to me. All right.
Harem-y.
It's really not, but it's really not. I mean, it has 26 episodes, and Studio Gonzo did it. And, you know, it follows Io. I can't pronounce her name. Some help me.
Who's the main girl?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, the main
Aoi?
girl.
Aoi Tsubaki.
Aoi. Yeah, there we
Like
go.
I stubbed
Aoi.
my toe. Owie.
Aoi.
Fucking Nick, dude. It's actually like that's actually really helpful though.
Literally. You know, she's a college student, so she kind of inherited her deceased grandpa's ability of seeing Ayakashi. So, and one day she was like feeding little cute Ayakashi some cucumbers, and then like a demon appears, tells her that her grandpa owes a huge debt, and as compensation, she's to marry this so-called demon. And she's all like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not marrying you. Like, just because my grandfather has a huge ass debt doesn't mean that like I have to pay with my body. So instead of marrying this demon, she goes to the demon world and she decides to work at the inn that this demon owns. And everyone that works at this inn isn't really such approval of her because she's a human and everything like that. So the demon, he's like very in love with her and says, "Oh, you'll fall in love with me, don't worry." And he kind of lets her have her own little like restaurant on the outskirts of the inn. And the premise of the show is just her making this delicious food for these guests that the inn has. So it's kind of like a little refreshing and everything like that, because these guests that the inn that the inn gets, they get so tired of the food that they eat. So something that a human made is quite refreshing to these demons, apparently.
It's like new to them.
Yes, yeah.
They're like, oh,
yeah.
What the fuck is this, a hamburger? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really cute. I like it. I really enjoy it. The OPs for there's two of them. They're just phenomenal, and it's very like old Japanesey music and everything. I love it.
Danny's underdog of the decade, probably.
Yeah, you could say that. I think I talked a little. I think I talked a little bit about.
I'm just kidding.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I think you did talk about it during our seasonal.
Yeah, because this came out in spring 2018.
Yeah.
So, but I like this kind of this is the kind of like demon old school like old Edo period type Japan I like personally.
Sure.
So.
Not enough swords and fighting. Boring.
Whatever. There's food in it. This is another show that you have to eat. Like, make sure you eat something before you watch it because the food looks delicious. So.
Okay, yeah. Nick, number 19.
Bread and breakfast for the spirits.
All right, number 19, Little Witch Academia. Year 2017, Studio Trigger. This was on Sam's list as well. I'm not sure if it's on Danny's, but this is like I said before, it's Looney Tunes mixed with Harry Potter, and the main characters are girls, and it has a lot of Studio Trigger references. This is like the first half of the show especially, and the reason it's not higher for me is like the first half was fucking everything I wanted. Like it was a little bit episodic. You had these crazy concepts and wacky hijinks, like them going into Susie's dreams. You had
the witch broom race.
Yeah, the witch broom race. You had you had like Akko turning into random animals like fish and frogs and elephants and mice and shit. And it's crazy, dude. Like Akko, and the thing with Akko is like she's the main character. She struggles with magic. You learn why later in the show, but she tries so hard, and like her friends help her, and you know they're best friends, and it's fucking hilarious, dude. Like the reaction faces alone are the best part. Like I have the Akko Nendoroid sitting on my desk right now, and I can't go a day without looking at it, dude. It's great. Best character designs.
He jerks off to it every night.
No, that's my daughter. Thank you very much.
Dude. Ursula, best girl.
Ursula's the teacher, right? Yeah. She's
Ursula Callisto.
Yeah, Ursula was like shiny chariot and nobody can figure it out. She's like the Clark Kent of the show. It's like, I just put on glasses and you don't know.
Like some Clark Kent, like Superman shit. Like, oh, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
and then you have Costanza, the girl who's obsessed with robots. She like builds fucking robots for them. And like the whole point of the show is like magic is slowly dying, and like the real world is, you know, technology is new magic, and like their school is running out of budget, and you know they're just trying to keep the traditions alive. And you know you got Diana X Akko OTP. They're definitely together. You know, that's the headcanon. But
OTP.
Dude. Just like especially like the second half is more story oriented, and it gets a little bit. I would say the second half is just a little more run of the mill than the first half, but the first half is like 10 out of 10. It's so fucking good. I was just grinning every episode. But dude, yeah, you got this crazy cool animation, Studio Trigger, Little Witch. It captures your imagination. It's based on those that OVA from the animator training project, I think, or no, it was the other one. It was like a Kickstarter. But anyway, One of the best Studio Trigger things.
I just want to point out that Costanza's name is Costanza Amalie von Broschbank Albrechtsberger.
Dude, she's tiny and she never talks, and she just
times.
invents fucking robots.
And her face is always just like, what do you want? It's
Yeah.
like, what do you want from me? Yeah, dude. Love it. Yeah, Little Witch Academia is really good. Okay, back to me, right? Number 18. Ooh, that.
I think that was my anime of the year that year, Little Witch Academia. Or that was
Pretty
like
sure
our
it was.
combined anime of the year.
It might have been. Yeah. Oh, like our cumulative, yeah. My number 18 is Konosuba. Nick.
Oh,
we
yes.
we talked about this earlier, but like, and we gave Danny shit for it because whatever. But no, man, I love Konosuba, and this is another one that I kind of was like, this is the same thing where Quokka and Nick were telling me to watch it, and I was just kind of like, dude, shut up, like, stop making me do stuff, okay? And then season 2 was about to come out, and Nick was like, Sam, watch Konosuba so we can talk about season 2. And I'm like, Nick, stop making me do stuff, okay? You're a bitch. And then Nick was like, Sam, it's a parody. It's really funny. Stop being a butthole. And I was like, okay, fine. And I watched it, and it was literally the funniest fucking thing I ever seen. So fucking
Why don't
funny.
you just believe me every time? God.
I know. See, here's the thing. Here's the problem. And I've said this before. I give Nick a lot of shit, and I make fun of him a lot. But no, seriously. He's never let me down with a recommendation. He's never trolled me.
Except for School Days. That was a troll.
Except for School Days. That was the only... School Days was the only troll. But other than that, he's never let me down. And, like, legit. He's always recommended me well. So, like, Konosuba, like... And Nick talked about it earlier about what it's about, pretty much. But... And... He did mention the animation, which some of it's like, I think it's supposed to be that way. Like it, because Quokka was kind of criticizing it, like how it looked bad. And I was like, no, it's supposed to do that. They do that on purpose. It's supposed to be kind of disproportionate on purpose because it's goofy. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like,
yeah. Like the characters
Looney Tunes.
change like episode to episode sometimes.
Right. And, yeah, no, I love it. I love Kazuma. I love Aqua. I love all the characters. The 4 main characters, I love them together. Their dynamic
Dude, they're
is what
perfect, man. And their
makes the show
designs
funny, yeah.
are so easy to recognize too.
Yeah, and it's like the Golden Arches at McDonald's. You know it's McDonald's because of the Golden Arches. Like, that's straight up what it is. And, like, yeah, dude, Aqua, best girl, dude. Fucking Darkness is my favorite, but people tell you Aqua or Megumin for sure.
I think most people say Megumin. I think she's the most popular.
Yeah, Megumin is definitely the most popular.
Because she's like a lolly and you can yell explosion. Like she has the best catchphrase.
Yeah.
Explosion!
Lalatina Dustiness Ford is my favorite. She's amazing, and she's like a masochist, and it's really hilarious. I will say this too. I just want to point this out. Mother's Basement did a video. He's got this series on his YouTube channel called like What's in an OP or whatever, and he did one on the second OP for Konosuba.
Oh, great OP.
Yeah, the animation and song, the little story in the animation is really good. Like they're trying to get the golden apple from the big turtle thing, and it's really good. It's so good, and the little dance that they do, so amazing. I love Konosuba. Everyone should watch Konosuba. Like especially if you're into isekais or hate isekais, you will love Konosuba because it's an isekai that makes fun of isekais, and it's just hilarious. It's so good. So yeah, dude, hell yeah, that's my number 18. 2017 had that really high up there.
My 18 is Dr. Stone.
Oh shit!
Another TMS Entertainment Studio.
Take a
creation.
Take a shot, everyone. Everyone's drunk by now.
By now, yeah, probably. Yeah, this came out 2019. It has 24 episodes. Dude, this show is so
Dude, this
good.
came out. I like to call the season this came out. I call it Season of the Shonens because it was Fire Force, this, and Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm not so much as like a shonen slut or a shonen smuck like the Weebologist and Sam is.
Shut up, bitch.
But this is definitely, it struck a chord with me. It was very different. So, and fucking Turnip Head Senku with his genius brain and trying to, yeah, kind of like onion turnip, yeah. How he tries to create modern technology in this stone apocalyptic world. So, and you know, he meets a whole bunch of characters along the way. He meets like this like buff-ass old guy who can like mold glass like it's nothing.
Oh yeah, the
only
old man.
thing-
He's my favorite.
Yeah, I like the old man. The only thing I hate about this show is that the girls look all the same. With
They got their bug eyes.
The bug eyes, yeah.
Bug-eyed, wide space.
It's like
fucking
Clan Ad all
eyes.
over again.
Oh man, it annoys the crap out of me. But yeah,
They got hot bodies.
Yeah,
though,
I think
dude.
you and
Who
Nick
cares?
liked this one when we did this seasonal app. You liked this one. I don't know. Just didn't get into it.
Sam was more on the Fire Force hype train than the Doctor Stone.
I'll never
hype train.
understand Fire Force either. But all right,
Well, Nick,
we're not here to
you know,
make fun of people. So.
not everyone here. Not everyone here is a butt sniffer like you. So you know.
I mean, yeah, we
I'm
can't all
really-
have good taste.
That's my
Honestly,
second fuck you. By
Sam,
the way.
you-
Fuck you.
Sam, you should really consider on watching this because the next season that comes out, it's gonna be a big one.
The Stone
Because
Wars.
it's the Stone
Yeah.
Wars. So
Why don't you watch it?
definitely,
How about
yeah.
that?
They invent trebuchets.
I am going to watch it. God. I've been watching it. Where were you?
Deflect. That's what I do. Every time Nick and Danny yell at me, I just deflect. Oh well. You have a sister. Just like. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I know the Project Manga guys are really into it, and the Weebology guys are into it too. I think.
It's good.
Sensei
good.
Like Love and Legend D Bash are into it as well. So, yeah, dude. All right, Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone.
Nick, 18. What do you got?
Your Lie in April. This is 2014-2015 A1 Pictures.
Great OP.
This
by the
is
way.
one of Kwoka's favorite shows that he would badger everybody about.
Yeah.
Kimi no Nawa, I think. Yeah, Your Lie in April. Or no, Kimi no.
Kimi no Na was
No,
your
no.
name.
I'm thinking of something different. Yeah,
Shigatsu
that's
wa
your
Kimi
name.
no Oso is the name of this.
Yeah, Shigatsu Kimi. Anyway, Your Lie in April.
Doesn't matter,
It's
yeah.
on Netflix. This was another cry porn show, kind of like Anohana. It's always on those
porn?
lists. Dude, it's on the lists of like saddest anime. This is about it has the quote unquote dying girl trope, where you have the girl who has a mysterious illness. It's Kaori. She's the main girl, and then Arima Kosei is this pianist, and he has like an overbearing mother who really pressures him into piano, and he makes friends with Kaori and a number of other kids or classmates, and some of them play piano, some of them don't, and you know, Kaori kind of teases him, and she brings out his creativity when he, you know, as like a person and playing piano, and like basically like it's about them kind of it's a little bit similar to Anohana, except it takes place like during when the girl is like alive, and spoilers. I mean, look, you can't really spoil the show. It's extremely obvious what's going to happen later in the show, but it still works because like the way they portray everything and direct it, and like they're playing these classical music pieces that are you know been around for hundreds of years, that are iconic, and it's crazy, dude. Like when they're, you know, especially those finales and like the way that Kaori is, she's like always smiling, but she knows like it's not good. So it's very what's the word? Halcyon? Does that make sense? I just like to use that word. But it's a melodrama, right? Like it is a melodrama.
Yeah.
It's anime. Be prepared when you go in. It's going to be overly over the top.
There was a lot of things about this show that ruined the show for me, but
Yeah, okay. You know, people
Kwoka?
complain. Look, some people don't like it. There's some small flaws in the show. Like the characters might act a little more mature than their age, or they do the Full Metal Alchemist thing where they insert like random funny moments in places, and I don't mind that. So that's why I have the show here. But like aside from that, it's a really good. It's like one of the best portrayals of like the dying girl trope. So that's why I have it on here.
I can agree with that. Like the main
really
part,
good.
the main part of it was good, but there was just a lot of it that, whatever. You suck. I love the OP though.
Yeah, if you're overly cynical, you're not going to like this show. Just ignore this. But if
Just
you're
ignore
an
this,
emotional
yeah.
person, then there you go.
No, Hikaru Nara by Goose House, great OP, dude. So good. I love it.
Yeah,
so
and the
much.
final episodes are incredible too.
Oh
It's
and
amazing.
That I can agree with 100%. The fight, like,
And
the
I love
last-
the second ED too, like where it shows Kaori just like floating down, and it says like this really loud singing, and it's like, oh,
Yeah, dude.
She's like floating in a pool of water. It's like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah,
So
visually it's really good as well, for sure. All right, dude, that was your number 18, right?
You're lying.
Your
Nico.
lying butts. All right, dude. I got some cry porn for you. You want cry porn? My number 17 is Anohana, or Anohimita Hana no Nama
Hey,
Namae
Sam.
wo Bokutachi. Yeah.
You want to know what's up?
What?
My number 17 is Anohana too.
Oh, really?
All right, both of you talk at the exact same time and give your review.
We could just double time this one. 11 episodes, 2011, A1 Pictures.
If you want to be
basic-
depressed for a week,
Yeah, there you go. Just watch this.
just watch
The
this.
main is basically living as a recluse, spending his days away from school and playing video games at home. One hot summer day, his childhood friend Mako Menma Hanma appears and pesters him to grant a forgotten wish. He pays her no mind, which annoys her, but he doesn't really care. After all, Menma already died years ago.
Oh,
Dun, dun,
gasp.
dun.
Yeah, the show. Oh God, I think every episode that I watched this, I was crying, like literally balls deep.
It centers
balls deep.
balls deep
What?
and crying.
What are you
All
talking
balls
about,
deep.
Dan?
Right.
But yeah, it centers around Jinta and their group of friends, and how Menma passed away when they were younger, and how they all kind of grew apart because of it. And
They feel like also like they kind of blame themselves for what happened as well.
right, yeah, and they kind of come together and fall apart again and come together, because then there's a part where Jinta finally like tells them like, she's haunting me right now, like I don't know how to explain this and all this, and they think he's crazy, and it's just this roller coaster of emotions, like for real.
It's really
It
sad.
is. It's really good though. I really like it. I watched it a while ago, like right at around the time I was getting back into anime, along with like Madoka Magica and Sword Art and all
Yeah.
that.
I remember watching this really late at night, and that was like the worst decision that I've ever made because I couldn't sleep after it. I was just like, fuck, like I can't sleep now because I watched this entire thing, and now I'm depressed.
Yeah, it's a very good show. I really like it.
Dude, they train you with that ending theme song. Every episode they play the ending theme, and then at the end of the show they play it.
God, dude, get out of here with that.
You know, dude, what is that song called again? It's Secret Brian's Bass, right?
Fuck you.
It's Secret Base by Mako Hanma, by the main character. Yeah, anyway, Brian's Base. That's fucking funny, dude.
I had to
you.
say it, dude.
But yeah, it's ranked number 102 on Mail, 8.49. I really didn't spoil too much, honestly. Like if you watch it, every episode kind of reveals a new part about what led up to her death and how they're handling it. I think the anime is more so about how they handle it, and that's so it's like
Yep.
There's a movie too.
yeah.
I
Anohana 2,
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift.
What the fuck?
Because we needed a
boy.
sequel.
But yeah, the movie takes place a year after the series, and I think the movie is also worth a watch as well. Came out a couple years later. But yeah, dude, it's really good for sure. Danny, if you want to say anything else on it before we go to Nick's number 17.
I mean, I pretty much said what I had to say because I love this show, but this is kind of like my Grave of the Fireflies kind of show, because I don't want to watch this and cry. Because when I say that I really cried, I really cried.
Sure, yeah, same.
And it really experiencing death, it's really hard to mourn and everything like that. So to lose a friend. I'm fortunate enough to not experience that yet, knock on wood. But I have experienced death, and something like this, it's I don't think I could watch it again.
Yeah, it's
really.
one of those. It's definitely one of. There's movies like that too, where you just watch it one time and you're like, nope.
You have to be really ready to watch. Like, you have to be prepared if you want to watch this. Like, if you've seen this and you know what it's like, you have to really prepare yourself.
It's better to watch it if
again.
you're already in a sad mood.
Oh yeah, that's a good
And you have
point.
to watch it. You basically have to watch it alone.
Yeah.
Like this is the kind of show. Same with Your Lie in April. You got to watch it alone. Don't watch it with somebody.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
or don't watch it in like a party setting.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, anime.
Oh
club,
no! Don't watch it in a party
Anohana.
setting.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I have lost
No.
a couple of friends before I watched this, so it was fucking. Yeah, it's a wild ride. But yeah, dude,
Brutal.
that's our number 17. Yeah, me and Danny's number 17, dude.
All right.
Go right to
My
Nick.
number 17 is Katanagatari. We did an anime spotlight on
This
this
is our
one
first
as well.
spotlight, dude.
2010 Studio White Fox. Actually, I think this is our second one.
Oh, yeah,
We
no,
had,
second, yeah.
Tatami Galaxy was the first one. It's 2010 Studio White Fox. This is based on the Nishio Isin story. He also worked on, I believe he also did Monogatari, the Monogatari series, with like Baki Monogatari, Nisa Monogatari, etc. Kizu Monogatari. But Katanagatari is based on, it's like the old style, like Japanese samurai era, Edo-ish period, where they had, you have this, the basically like the general gist of it, there's 12 episodes. They're each about an hour long. So this is essentially a 24 episode show. And they each aired like 1 month during the year. So it took like a year for this to come out. And there's a variety of sword fighting styles. And you have the main character Shichika, and he is teamed up with Togame, she's like the strategist, and he is her sword. Like most characters have a special sword, and he's like a human sword essentially. So he fights just with his body, like his bare hands.
It's so badass,
And
dude.
basically, dude, it's fucking sick. They go through the story. Like each episode is essentially another sword, right? And they're fighting different swords people, and they're learning like different things about philosophy and different things about the region, and also about each other. Like, secrets are slowly unpeeling. And then Shichika's sister Nanami she's actually stronger than he is, and like their father was also extremely strong. And she's just like this tiny little girl who's like the most deadly person ever, and like she defends their island against people. There's another strategist, Hite, who's Togami's friend, and they're combating with each other, and it's super crazy. We did our whole episode on it. I can't remember every single detail, but dude, the animation in this show is fucking phenomenal. Like White Fox just knocks it out of the park on this.
They're trying to retrieve these swords, these 12 swords.
Yeah, they're trying to like unite Japan, basically.
Yeah.
I think that's like the objective.
And they're trying to retrieve each blade. There's 12 blades, and they're called the Deviant Blades. And one of them actually is 1,000 of them, but it counts as one, and it's called Blade the 1,000. And one of them is like really sharp, and the other ones are like decoys, but that's part of it. And there's another one called Hammer the Dual Edge, where it's actually like this really, really fucking heavy double-sided stone thing, and it's it's so badass. And Destitute the Vial is like this little dagger kind of thingy. It's really cool, man. Like, and the episodes are like an hour long because it was like a TV special thing, right? Yeah, they were like an hour long.
Yep.
Yeah,
yeah. They released one per month to mimic the release of the novels.
Dude, what was your favorite sword?
I don't fucking know the names of the swords, dude. I'd have to look it up. I don't know. What's the one that did Nanami have a sword, or was that a separate thing?
Yeah, Nanami had the.
I liked her. I liked basically. I just liked her character the best.
That kind of like was like like it was like in her chest.
Yeah, Destitute the Vial.
And
Yeah.
it's the thing about the show is it's not even about the fights. It's actually about the dialogue. The show is extremely dialogue heavy because Nishio Isin does that with Monogatari. Like that's what he's known for. And just kind of the wordplay and the romance that goes between Togame and Shichika is like it's really phenomenal. Like you have to see it, and it's actually kind of like worth diving into and researching a little bit more, and like what are the deeper meanings behind all of this. So
It was.
I did not finish this.
it's not a Danny show. It's fast paced dialogue.
Well,
No dub.
so here's the thing. When we started doing the spotlights, that's when I started to go into school,
that's right.
and I literally had zero
Yeah.
time to do anything. And these episodes were an hour long, and I just did not. I think when we were doing, I was on this episode when we were talking about this, and I think I said I didn't finish it. And you guys didn't want to spoil it for me, but I was just like, just spoil it for me. I'm probably not going to finish it. So.
Yeah, I think that was before you decided, okay, I think I need to take a break and go focus
Yeah.
on school. Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
no, it's really great, man. It's also visually just really awesome, too.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
soundtrack's
visually,
amazing
it's
too.
really nice.
The soundtrack is really, really good. It like
Oh, the
elevates it all.
soundtrack. God, yeah, the soundtrack. Love it, dude. Love it. God. Okay. Dude, my number 16 is Attack on Titties. Attack on Titan. Shingeki no Kyojin. Nick talked about this earlier, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. Dude, honestly, yeah. Just to repeat what Nick said earlier, though, watch episode 1. If you have not watched Attack on Titan, because
Watch at least up to episode 5, right? That's like kind of the
yeah, actually, 'cause,
5-episode test.
Oh, I don't want to give. I
Don't
don't
spoil
want
it.
to fucking.
Like it gets crazy.
It does, yeah, and you don't want to give into the hype or whatever this that. I get it.
Dude, there's
okay?
a
I'm the same
reason
way.
these shows are popular. Like I don't like the idea that just because something's popular, it means it's bad. Like it means it's good. Like fuck, dude.
I was a
Don't
I was a
overthink it.
hipster
If
once
something's
too.
popular, fucking watch it. Don't even think about it. You know.
I was a hipster once too with
yeah,
anime.
don't be
I
a
was
hipster about it. Just like look, Attack on Titan, popular. Fucking watch it. There you go.
Don't be 2013 Sam. Don't do that. Just don't do it. Just hit play.
Doesn't have to be your
Seriously.
favorite. Just give it a chance. That's all I'm saying. There you go.
Fuck is your problem? No, not you, Nick. Them. Just like,
Yeah, I was giving them a look.
oh, okay,
giving them
perfect.
a
All right,
stink
just
eye.
making sure, like we were like yelling at them, not you. Okay, yeah. Fuck you. Anyway, that doesn't count as one of my fuck yous, by the way. But yeah, no, seriously, and I'm caught up with the manga. I don't even care, because Nick was kind of worried that I wasn't gonna watch it, and I was too. But when season 3 rolled around, I didn't watch it for our seasonal ep, but I watched it after, and man, the way they animate some of the crazy parts, oof, shit, dude, holy crap, yeah, dude. Attack on Titan.
Some of the best cliffhangers in anime.
I agree with that. Yeah,
This
dude.
is a binge show. You got to binge it.
Yeah, wait till it comes out and then binge it. Yeah, because
You'll be blue balling yourself.
you're
every
gonna
day
be
if you don't do that.
shitting. You're gonna be out here shitting and pooping, and we don't need that. We don't need that right now. So, yeah, dude, that's my number 16. Attack on Titties.
All right. My number 16 is Food Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Sam had said earlier, you know, it's just about fucking Soma, cocky as fuck,
Cocky as fuck.
and just going around challenging people, and he's bringing the game. You know, he can fucking cook for real. Although I do liked, I think it was in the first season when there was like that ultimate test, and they had to serve guests on the spot, and he was serving omelets, but his omelets weren't fluffy, so they kind of like shrunk a little bit. So he did have a little bit of a struggle.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about how badass he was earlier when I was talking about it, but there are parts where it shows that he's not, you know, super amazing all the time. Like, he's not, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, so
Who is
but
your
I'm
best
very-
girl and or boy?
Best boy is Satoshi.
Yes.
who-
Is that the white-haired one?
No. he's a part of he's the seventh.
Oh, the
seat
naked guy.
of the
Yeah,
elite,
yeah.
of the elite 10 council, and he fucking strips anytime he gets. So, yeah, he's best boy.
Either him or Rio with the bandana, or
Oh yeah, Rio is hot.
Soma's dad, dude.
Soma's dad.
Daddy.
Oh, God.
I like the spice dude. Akira.
Oh,
dude.
Akira?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like Akira too. Best girl for me would have to be Alice. I like
Yeah, I
Alice
love
a lot.
Alice also.
Yeah, a lot of people like Alice.
Yeah, dude.
So
I love
I like Megumi because
right.
she bakes food to settle your stomach.
Yeah, Megumi is awesome, dude. Megumi's like, she's really talented. She's like really shy,
What's
but like
the girl's name? I think her name is Kobayashi. She's the second seat of the council. Is that her name?
which
I don't know.
Which one is she?
The girl, she has the red hair and like half of her bangs are covering her. And
Oh, the fang. She's got the little fang. Yeah.
Yeah. She's the one that is like really known for her like most rare meat. So like I think one Shogugeki she was like cooking fucking alligator
Yeah. Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah, I do like her too. I kind of like her more a little bit than Alice.
She's like such a bad. She took away the way she cooked it. She took away the gaminess and just left all the savory. And I was like, how did you do that?
Yes.
It's because she's a badass.
Yeah.
Magic,
That's,
dude.
Yeah.
that's why she's the second seed.
Underrated character. Irina's assistant, Hisako.
Yeah.
Hot as fuck, dude.
She's pretty hot, dude.
Love that haircut.
I also love the
There you go.
Aldini brothers because they're half Italian.
Aldini
So like
brothers. Yes.
when you watch
they
the
gain
sub,
and lose weight. Like
When-
one of them just keeps gaining and losing weight.
yeah. When you watch the sub, and they're like fighting Mimasaka, the copycat guy.
Yeah.
And he's got a really deep like villain like voice, so he's always going Aldini.
Aldini.
Yeah, dude. Food Wars is great. I love Food Wars. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. All right, Nick. 16.
My Sweet 16. I think Sam already mentioned this. Shinsekai Yori from the New World. 2012-2013.
Yeah,
A1
this
Pictures.
This is in my our part one, yeah. Lower on mine, yeah.
Yeah, this is just another. This is like a dystopian sci-fi anime, sci-fi/fantasy, where the certain characters have psychic powers, and because of that, they have to change society such that like people don't end up killing each other. They have like these mental blocks in place so that people can't kill. But then if somebody does have the ability to kill, then it like fucks up. It like they just end up killing tons of people. So it's kind of this show has like a lot of comparisons to real life, like Sam was saying. Like it's like you think it's one thing, you think the world is one thing, but it's totally another. And the characters, you have these what are they? They are were rats. Squealer is the leader of them.
Yep.
They're like a group of rat people, and they kind of represent like just like a lower class citizen type thing. But I mean, they are rats, but and the thing that makes this show great is just, for me, it's the directing, and then just like the uneasiness every episode. Like everything's so uneasy and mysterious, and it really is kind of like a thriller and a mystery, and you find out throughout the show like what's really going on with the world, like why is it the way it is, how is humanity going to survive, because like this is kind of, it's almost like post-apocalyptic in a way, but a little bit different. And yeah, like it's just really fucking good. I mean, you already talked about it, Sam. Like
It is really good. Every episode,
there's horror elements.
Every couple episodes when they reveal some other thing, and you're just like, what the fuck is happening? Like you're like, what is going on? And not in a bad, like you're confused way, but in a way where you're just like, God, I want to know what happened. I gotta click next episode. Shit, you know what I mean? Like, so
yeah, it's
good.
like a commentary. This is like a better version of Gotchaman Crowds, where it's commentating on society in like in kind of like an abstract way, where it's not like too literal with it. Because we watched Gotchaman Crowds, and they were like, oh, if you do this, this will happen. Here is a direct translation to modern day. Like,
yeah,
this is totally different. The characters, A1 Pictures, they look very similar to the Nagino Asakura character designs, I would say.
Right.
But yeah, dude, it's crazy, dude. It's creepy. It's scary. It's like real. It's actually really beautiful in like a lot of scenes too.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful.
And I would say watch the sub. Do not watch the dub for this. Don't do it, please.
Okay, I'll watch the dub.
Danny, you don't count.
Danny the Dub. That's Danny's mafia name. Danny the Dub.
The dub is okay. It's just the sub is way better. So yeah.
Number 15 actually is for me and Danny is the same again. It's Yuri on Ice.
All right. At the same time, talk about it.
It's by Studio Mappa, and this came out 2016 in the fall season. And He, reeling from his crushing defeat at the Grand Prix finale, Yuri Kotsky, once Japan's most promising figure skater, returns to his family home to assess his options for the future. At age 23, Yuri's window for success in skating is closing rapidly, and his love for pork cutlets and aptitude for gaining weight are not helping either. And then
I can relate.
he finds himself in the spotlight when a video of him performing a routine previously executed by five-time world champion Viktor Nikiforov suddenly goes viral. And so Victor comes to train him to become his personal trainer.
Yeah, because he sees this video of Yuri, like scene for scene,
doing his routine.
Doing his routine
Yeah.
and stuff. So and Victor was really impressed by that. And so Victor, who's from Russia, flies to Japan and
It's like, hey,
it's like, hey, what's up? I'm here. And I want to train you.
and he's
So
like awestruck. He's like, what? Like,
Yeah.
but like, I gotta tell you this too. This is the first sports anime I ever watched, and I loved it. It was like,
What about
It's really
Keijo?
good.
No,
Oh, wait,
I watched
this is before Keijo.
Yeah, this is before Keijo,
Wasn't
so-
it? Maybe.
Yeah. No, yeah, Keijo was 2017.
It was like the same year.
No, I think Keijo is. I don't actually remember. I just fucking talked about it too. Oh yeah, Keijo
Anyway.
was 2016, but I think it was after. Oh no, it was before. Never mind. So I guess Keijo was the.
Yeah, get wrecked.
Oh no, it was the
It was
same.
one
same
season before.
They were both in fall. Fuck you.
Okay. Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, they're both in fall.
But yeah, no, I guess
That was your third fuck you, by the way.
No, it wasn't. God. Shit. No, dude, seriously, Yuri on Ice. And there's, it's not the kind of typical sports anime where it's all just it's 12 episodes and it's not the training for the final tournament at the end. There's a couple of tournaments that he does throughout the show. They don't
Competitions. They're not really tournaments.
competitions, yeah. They don't waste time on it at all. Like, they really don't. There's supposed to be
It's just...
a movie, I guess.
Yeah, there's a movie coming out. We don't know when it's coming out.
All
But-
there is like a
There is a movie coming out, but there are some side stories. There is a side story, and it's like it's a special on the DVD. So, but this show really put it. I have to say, this show really made a mark for anime in like normal public, because
Oh yeah, on social media.
figure skaters, like actual figure skaters, were watching this and they were really impressed by it too.
This was one of the bigger social media like blow ups of last decade.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And when that happens, sometimes I get pissed at that. 16-year-old me would probably get pissed at that. But when that happens, when social media was really hyping Yuri on Ice and actual Olympians were watching this show and they fell in love with it, like, I really appreciate that, because now they're exposed to the anime community and they can see what it can do for society and everything, and that's just really awesome.
I think the reason it became so popular is like it was just such a positive show. They didn't get like overly dramatic or negative. It didn't fall into those like anime traps.
Right. Yeah.
It was kind of
didn't.
like I don't know of a good comparison, like the movie Love Actually, where just like everything is on the up and up pretty much and everybody's helping each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
yeah.
Yeah, and it just had like such high energy, such positive vibes. That's why I really
Right.
liked it so much. And it it had the gay romance, but it was like a little bit undertoned. It wasn't like overly gay. It wasn't it wasn't like rapey like the yaoi stuff or citrus or whatever. It was done in a tasteful, like normal, way.
As it should be.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
So.
and it wasn't shoved down your throat. It was just like, oh, this is what it is. Like, people are just accepting
Yeah.
it.
The animation for it is really amazing. I love it.
Mostly.
I love the. Fuck you.
I know on the TV airing there was some minor blips, but I think they fixed that after that. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Those
yeah,
first
maybe.
the first few episodes were really, really good though, or like animation was really amazing.
Mm-hmm. I love the OP animation especially.
Oh yeah, that song just gets stuck in your head like the Making History song.
Yeah.
You were born to make history.
I can't remember who did the opening animation. But the woman who animated the opening for Yuri on Ice did the opening for Persona 5.
Oh yeah, she did
no
it all herself.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. So it's it pays homage to Yuri on Ice, which is awesome. I just love this show.
Also, it was
really
somewhat based on Endless Night, which was the short during one of the shorts in the Japan Animator Expo. It was number 28. So yeah, really, that's also a really good short also. But yeah, the choreography is it's like you're watching the Olympics, dude. It's fucking amazing. But yeah, dude, Yuri on Ice, that's our number 15. Me and Danny's. Love it. I love it a lot.
Love it.
Also, I'm jealous of Danny because she's got like the tracksuit. She's got like the Victor's tracksuit.
Oh yeah. I have well, Hot Topic has had leggings like a workout suit for Victor's tracksuit. So I have the bright red orange it's kind of like blood red leggings and the sports bra.
Fuck you.
For Victor.
That doesn't count.
No, Sam's fourth. Fuck you.
No, it doesn't count. All right, Nick, what's your number 15?
Number 15, Shirobako, 2014
Oh,
and
Shitty
2015.
Taco, dude.
PA Works. Sorry that you don't appreciate art, Sam, but this is art, okay?
Anime sucks.
One of PA's Works' best shows. How the fuck do you think this? What is your problem? Anyway.
No, go ahead.
This show is about creation of anime, the love of anime. There's a show airing nowadays called Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, which is, that one's a more micro level view. This is a more macro level view of like what goes into anime production. You know, what are all the jobs that have to do with anime, and it follows a group of girls who are from, they're best friends, and they decide that they want to create an anime, and so like they have to get into the anime industry, and they each have like different jobs, and it shows like their different jobs, and it's really cool because like you learn a lot about how anime is made, and what love goes into it, like how much all these creators love it, and it's actually really the way they do it's really funny, and it's very kind of heartfelt too. There's moments where they're like just sitting in a dim room watching like an old cartoon, and just like tears are falling down because like they're realizing what goes into it, and it's really really good. Like they work so hard, and they're just to make this product it's crazy what goes into it. So yeah, and they reference a lot of real world events, like Hideaki Anno's in it. I think they reference some old World Masterpiece Theater type stuff. I think they did, or it might have been something different. But yeah, I mean, like they reference these like pillars, like these greats of the anime industry, and it's really cool.
There's a movie for it too.
Coming out this April, I believe, in Japan. Or I think it might have got delayed due to the whatever. But yeah, no, there's a movie coming out this summer. Spring, summer, for sure.
I know there's a video of this, of the girl.
Oh, it came out already, February 29th.
There's one of the girls. The reason I got into this is there's a video or a GIF of a girl doing a dance on like the roof. She's doing a bunch of calisthenics. It's just fucking funny. Like that's like how I get into shows. Like I'll see a GIF or just a picture, and I'll be like, oh, I'm watching that.
Oh my god, there is a meme for that. I have it.
I think it's
and I'm
Emma
gonna
who is
post
dancing
it soon.
But yeah, they I love the director of the show, like the guy, or not the director of the show, but the director character in the show.
In the show,
I think his name is Seiichi. He's just like, he doesn't want to work, and they have to like chain him to his desk to finish the panels for the show that they can do.
Right.
And they show like what goes into like a failed anime, what goes into a successful anime. Like they talk about Jiggly Jiggly Heaven, like their failed anime, and like the girls create their own fighter pilot anime. It's cool.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay, my number 14 is actually Nick's number 14 also.
Oh, shit!
The overlap,
wait, is it?
dude. Yeah.
Are you sure? Oh. Same time.
The overlap is real. Studio Shaft. Majaka! No, dude, Maho Shoujo Monica Magica, dude.
It's Puella Madoka Magica. Thank you very much.
Paella Pineapple Madoka Magica. Danny already talked about this, and
I did.
it's
Not
so
enough,
hard.
though. We gotta talk about it more.
It's really good. This came out in 2011. Madoka Kaname and Sayaka Miki, they're regular middle school girls, and they encountered Kyubey, this cat-like creature, and whom were Akemi, and Kyubey offers them, I'll grant you any one wish, and you'll become a magical girl. And all you gotta do is you gotta fucking be a magical girl and fight witches and shit. These witches. And then they meet Mami Tomoe, and who's also a magical girl, and she kind of tries to like tell them like, hey, it's up to you if you want to do it.
She's the best girl.
Mami, dude? Yeah, she's best girl, dude. Mm-hmm. Nah, I don't know, man. Fucking Homura is also best girl.
I don't know. Who's the best girl?
I don't know. I like Mommy. I like when
Mami
Tomoe.
Fucking Quok always calls her Hamaru. Hamaru.
I'm going to go with Homura, probably.
Yeah, dude, Homura.
Maybe Sayaka. I don't know.
Yeah, Sayaka's, like, they each have their own kind of thing that they're dealing with in it. But anyway, I'm afraid to talk about it too much, to be honest with you. Maybe Nick should, because maybe Nick is better at, like, keeping things spoiler-free and talking about it. But, like, oh my god, dude. Once you get into it, you think it's kind of like this bubbly thing, and you're really into it, and the action's kind of good, and then few episodes in, just
flips a switch,
my
baby.
God.
Well, it's a dark magical girl show. It's kind of like the defining one for this decade.
Definitely defining.
Yeah, like you have these cutesy characters just getting put into these suffering situations, and they have to make these tough choices. And Studio Shaft does it like really amps up like the action of what's going on. Like they do the head tilts, they have these dramatic angles. Everything is just kind of elevated by the directing. But yeah, I mean it's kind of subverts a lot of the magical girl conventions, like the tropes, where it's not all happy-go-lucky. It's not like Precure or any of that. Which Precure's a good show, but this is Madoka it's really dark, and like they're fighting against entropy, which is like this totally like all the way to the end of the universe, like the ultimate enemy, because entropy is just everything turns into chaos essentially, and that's what the witches are. I think that's kind of what they are. And it's cool how they change the animation style too. And where they fight the witches, they go into the witch realm.
Yeah, it almost looks like an animated stop motion. Paper
it's like stop
mache.
motion. They got like quilt patterns everywhere. They're like the witches they don't look like witches. They look like just monsters. It's cool.
Yeah, they're just called witches, and actually, and they use like cutout magazine patterns, like quilt patterns, paper crafting patterns.
It's very
to kind of animate it. Yeah. It's like smoke a fatty and watch this and see what happens. But like, it gets really good, and like you kind of figure out that there's more of a deeper meaning of why Kyubey, the creature, is offering them this power and this wish, and it's like really fucked up. Like it's so crazy. And then by the end of it, Madoka finds a way to kind of bring it all together, and it's just really awesome. There's actually 2 compilation movies that you could watch instead, which I've heard.
Then there's
okay, but
they're fine. I've heard that the last movie everybody like hates it. Or
Rebellion,
like
dude.
Half the people hate it because it kind of like changes the themes of the show.
It was really goofy. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it
so
definitely didn't follow that.
We're
same
talking
kind of
about
theme.
the original Madoka Magica, like the original story, those first 13 episodes or the compilation movies.
Yeah,
and yeah, like this is kind of it's a really subversive show. If you like Evangelion, you'll probably like Madoka Magica.
That's a good.
Right?
That's a good point. Yeah. Yep.
The reason I was all hard on it at first is because Quokka just was shoving it down everyone's throats 24/7.
He really was.
It's gonna make
and that's why
people,
it's kind of so low on my rankings in my top 50 because of fucking Quokka.
Well, like I bumped it up.
Everything.
I used to have it even lower, and then I'm like, you know what? This is a good fucking show. I'm not gonna be that resentful about it, but
Quokka ruins everything.
Yeah, it has a lot of really big themes in it, like the a lot of themes of sacrifice, and,
life and death,
tragedy of
like
humanity, and there's a lot of
the selfishness and greed of humanity,
heavy
and
stuff in
being
there.
exposed by something beyond. Like it's just it gets, selflessness is actually a big theme in it that I think is really important because that's kind of what brings everything together at the end.
It's kind of like Madoka's final wish plays into a lot of these themes too. So it's really cool. So everybody check it out.
Majaka.
If you can watch one magical girl show from the decade, you got to watch Madoka. I mean, it's not really a competition there. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff, but
if you want to watch a huge rip-off of that, you can watch an anime called Daybreak Illusion. It's really funny. It's a straight rip-off, dude. It's so fucking weird.
Nice. Dude, there's a lot of rip-offs of this show. Like, there's probably like 50 of them that are trying to copy.
Daybreak Illusion's like so close, though. It's so like fucking close. Like, in terms of like, but yeah. Anyway, dude, we can do Danny's number 14 and then just go back to me for 13 because that was both me and Nick's number 14. Hell yeah, Madoka Magica.
My 14 is After the Rain.
Yeah.
2018, 12 episodes with studios. Who talked about this?
Me and Nick.
Right, okay.
It was lower on ours, yeah.
Right,
but yeah.
right. Yeah, no, I loved this one. This one, when it first came out, I didn't really know what to come of it. Just going off by the cover art. So, and I was actually really afraid that it was gonna turn into some adultery bullshit, but it didn't, which was really nice.
Right, because it's anime and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really afraid. I was just like, oh no, what are they gonna do with this? Please don't.
Right.
So, but yeah, no. Tachibana, she's so cute. She has that very old school design, like very 70s eyes.
The manga art is like that too, I think, right? Mm-hmm. That's how it is
she
in the
almost
manga.
she almost reminds me of like a Leiji Matsumoto character, like from fucking Star Blazers or something.
That's a good comparison.
A little bit, but like modernized.
She's so
I think Nick mentioned this too, that her eyes were like one of the best parts about her design.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I agree with 100%. It's like these big purple.
Very purple eyes. She's so gorgeous.
She's
what I really wanted the show to do was for her to go back to running because she was a former track runner. And there's no hiding it in the show. Obviously she exposes that she had a foot injury, and that's why she quit the track team and everything. And I really was rooting for her to go back because I want to see her run again. But
yeah, you kind of wanted to see her win, a little bit more. Yeah.
So, but that's not really what the show is about. It's pretty much like about her, like accepting her feelings and everything like that.
Yeah.
And the 45-year-old guy, I can't pronounce his name.
Manager Kun.
Manager Kun.
Masami Kondo, yeah.
Masami. He just and when she confessed her love to him, he's just like, no, we can't do that. Like, no, we could be friends, but no. So, and that was like a win for him. I was just like, yes, like you're not a creeper.
Right.
So, but I kind of wish there was more.
I don't know. I liked how it ended. I think that's all you really need.
I don't know how the manga ends, so I'm probably just gonna have to read it and see what the ending is.
She marries the manager's son.
There.
God, what the fuck?
The manager's son is like 5.
Yeah.
So
what the hell?
But Yeah, I know. I really loved this one. Character design was phenomenal in this one, and the
Hell
opening
yeah.
is really good.
Hell yeah, dude.
Opening song, "After the Rain." Okay, Sam.
I like how
My number
Danny's
13.
repeating her. Oh wait, wasn't it my turn? Oh no, it's your turn. You're good.
No, we both had
You
14.
both had,
yeah.
I'm
you
just
both
noticing
had
that
the same 14.
Danny's doing a good job of repeating the name of the show at the end. I haven't been doing that.
God
'Cause
damn
we
it,
talked
Nick.
for
Shame
like
on
5
you.
minutes.
You ruined the whole
And then
episode.
it's like, oh shit, what was the name of that show again?
What was the show?
I got to do better. I'm just saying I got to do better.
My number 13, after we do our number 13s, we're going to take a small break in the middle, okay, guys? But yeah, number 13 is One
Oh,
Punch! And the reason why it's so high for me is because I enjoyed the second season also. Yeah, the animation took a kind of a dive.
It took a
because
huge
of the season
dive,
change.
dude.
Yeah.
That's like the biggest
And,
difference in animation ever.
The one thing I didn't like about it also is I feel like it was because it was all about the guy Garo, the villain Garo, and
Yeah, he was a cool villain. I liked him.
I think he was dragged out. I think in the manga it goes a lot quicker. But anyway, Nick already talked about this one, but I love this show, man. I love One Punch Man. I love Saitama, and I love Genos.
Have you seen the Bill Burr
And
One Punch Man review?
what?
What?
It's on YouTube. It's fucking
What?
crazy. He's just like comparing it
All
like
right.
a metaphor.
I will give it a watch.
Bill Burr One Punch Man. Type it in.
I just love and I love the other characters too. Moomin Rider and Genos and the guy who was Garo's sensei, the old guy. I forgot his name. He's an S rank hero too, but he does like the martial arts. And it's so goofy. I love Saitama as a character. He's just he's a hero for fun. That's it. You know what I mean? But like, if he about to take care of business, he will take care of business. Like if he's got to do it, he's got to do it, and he will do it in one punch. And it's just like, it's just really, it gets really funny. It's for how comedic it is. When it's time to get down, it gets down, and I just love it. It's so good. I love One Punch Man, man. I'm gonna read the manga. I heard that the manga is like really wild, and actually that the chapters lately that have been coming out are really crazy. So I'm gonna give it a read for sure.
I was not on the hype train when this first came out.
One Punch Man?
Yeah. Everyone at my job that I was working in at the time was literally talking. All they could talk about was One Punch Man.
Danny, you gotta stop being such a hipster. Just watch. Join us. Jeez.
I'm sorry. I was too busy watching my
Don't care.
number 13.
Okay. Oh, what is your number 13?
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice
I'm gonna
segue.
look
Nice
ahead.
segue.
I'm gonna
Nice
look ahead
segue.
here.
Oh, look
I'll
ahead.
be a judge of that.
All right, what's your number 13,
just gonna-
Danny?
Oh, gross. Okay. Fuck you. This is my fuck you. Just because you forewent. Forewent, is that a word? You didn't watch One Punch Man. Instead, you watched this.
Well,
All right, Nick's got one more fuck you.
I think that's the last one I'm in. Oh no, I got one more for Danny coming up later.
oh boy.
Let me look at Sam's
I
list.
wonder.
No, Sam's list,
wonder
okay.
where.
Sam's list looking good, okay. I'm not gonna, no fuck yous there.
What the fuck?
All right, number 13, Danny.
All right, my number 13 is Free.
Free.
And this is what started it all.
This is the
For my
Swimming Boys.
my sports anime watching. This is what's really started it all.
Silence, horny.
Yeah, if you want to see pretty boys taking off their shirts and diving into a pool, this is that show.
No, thank you.
Kill Annie, dude.
Yeah, KyoAni, gorgeous animation, of course. KyoAni and Animation Do collabed with this. So
I bet the
But it
other
came out-
people like animated the water or something.
yeah, I think so.
I'm taking a wild guess. I don't actually know.
I mean, I'm taking a wild
'Cause
guess
water
too.
is kinda
I
hard to
have no
animate.
idea.
They probably use like some CG and stuff or whatever.
Yeah, water's kind of crazy.
Well, if they use CG, it's very, very, very unnoticeable. But this is an original. There's no manga to this or anything. This is pretty much just about Haruka Nanase, who loves being in the water, and he has a passion for swimming. But he only swims free. Like, he doesn't swim any other technique of swimming, like the breaststroke, backstroke, and butterfly. He only swims freestyle. That's the only one that he swims. And he likes mackerel as well. And he has a deadpan face, which is really funny. And this show also is noted for the main characters of having, even though that they're males, they have female names. So you have Haruka, Rin, Makoto, Rei, Nagisa. So they're very female names, but they're all like, yeah, we're the cool kids because we have like female sounding names, and we're the most awesome team and everything. Haruka, Makoto, Nagisa, and Rin were all on a team together when they were little. And then Rin, he kind of left, like he had to move, and then several years back in high school, he like comes back, but he's going to a different school. So now he's their rival now. And the school that they're at, they don't really have a swim team, so they kind of form a swim team. And Rin's sister Go, she has like this obsession with muscles. So anytime that she sees someone with muscles, she's all like, oh, perfect muscles. Like she really goes gaga for
Horny.
it. Yeah. And then they want to go to start a tournament and everything. So, but they need a fourth person for the 4-man relay. So they find Ray, who's a track runner. But so they actually managed to get him onto the swim team, and they tried to teach him how to swim, but he can't swim freestyle. He can't swim the backstroke, and he can't do another one. I can't remember what it is. But the only one that he can do is the butterfly stroke. That's the only one he can do.
What about the breaststroke?
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, the breaststroke.
I bet he can't do
that
the
either.
breaststroke.
He can't. He
They're all
can't.
butt slapping each
He
other, I
sinks.
bet.
Oh, butt slapping each other.
He sinks. Like
Towel
he does
whipping
not.
in the locker room.
Oh God,
All right.
you're terrible. But
So free.
But yeah, no, Free. It has 4 seasons, 3 seasons. Sorry.
And a movie.
And I think it's it has a couple movies. It has one where it's called High Speed Free Starting Age, so it's them as little kids. And then another alternative movie is Timeless Melody, and it goes into Eternal Summer, and then another one I can't Dive something.
There's a lot. Just watching release order.
Yeah, there is a lot. Yeah.
God.
I can go on about this. Yeah. Sorry.
Release order. Always release order. That's what Nick says.
All right.
Yes. Yeah. Watch Free. It's awesome. Love it.
My number 13 is much better than Free.
Oh, God.
Whatever. Fuck you,
saying.
bitch.
All right,
Because
Danny, we all got one fuck you
boys
left.
Doing stuff. Okay, this is about video games. Magical Circle Guru 2017 production IG. Sam had it on their list. Look, dude, this show is fucking amazing. Like this is the readaptation of the 90s show. You got the retro game references. You have it's like a hero's journey, right? It's just a hero's journey about growth, and then they got the RPG elements. They got these hilarious characters. They got the little guru dance that the old man does that creeps everybody out. The best girl, Kukuri, is fucking adorable, dude. Probably the most adorable character, in one of the most adorable characters in anime that I've seen. And actually, I think this show is my anime of the year for 2017, just above Little Witch. I know, that's surprising. But
just above.
Dude, the show has everything you want. There's like, I'll find some clips. There's a clip of just find it like a short clip, and it'll convince you to watch it because the jokes they have in this are so funny. There's one where there's like they have an item that yells monster whenever there's a monster nearby, and it's like monster, and like Kukri finds it and she's like, ew, gross, and she like throws it away. It's fucking hilarious, dude. And like the way like Kukri makes this show, dude. What's his name? Nikkei, the main boy. He's like in love with Kukri and she's in love with him, and like the way they interact with each other is really funny. You got the deadpan lolly, Jujiku. You got Gipple. He's like the floating spirit.
Gipple.
God, it's so good. There's a review on I don't know. I can link it in the Discord. Probably not in the show notes, but there's a whole bunch of reviews online. I don't want to belabor the point, but yeah, I mean, if you like retro video games, if you like comedy, if you like extremely good animation, then check it out. The OP is also super catchy. Probably the most underrated anime on my list of the decade.
Underdog,
not counting Mayoiga.
Nick's underdog of the decade, yeah.
Not counting Mayoiga.
Mayoiga, God. Get out of here, dude.
But dude, this
All
is
right.
like the best video game adaptation anime, period.
Well, there's not even a video game for it.
I know, but it's spoofing on games. Yeah, I guess it's not. It's not.
It might as well be a video game adaptation, though, because it's very much like.
Yeah, and they even have like the chat bubbles. Like character decides to do this, blah blah blah.
Critical hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, it's not even about that. It's the animation and like just it's everything that I want a show to be. It's just pure fun. Like, you can tell how much fun they had creating it.
Yeah, I bet you they were fucking laughing when shit was getting storyboarded. Like, God.
Yeah, and this is kind of the opposite of a lot of shows. Like, you don't want to marathon it because there's a lot of info packed into like each episode. It's pretty intensive, but I mean, if you watch like one episode a day, it's great.
All right, dude. Magical Circle Guru. That's what's up. I'll tell you what. Let's take a small break right here, and then we'll